It's Monday, April 27th. Today on Your Morning Atlantic, 3 people are dead following a house fire in Lower Sackville. Your top news headlines just ahead.
And it's Smile Cookie Day. The annual Tim Hortons campaign kicks off today, and Brianne will be on location to get all the sweet details on how to support this very worthy cause.
And thriving through menopause, we'll chat with a woman whose work focuses on helping women improve symptoms during what can be a year-long transition. All that and so much more just ahead on the Monday edition of Your Morning Atlantic.
Hello, come on in. Let's all celebrate this last week of April together. It's almost 6:01, and yeah, coming off in the Halifax area, because that's where I was yesterday. That's where we are now, actually. Still there. Really great day. It was glorious. It almost felt like summer.
It was incredible outside yesterday. So much so, I know Crystal and I had something similar on the weekend. Sunday was yard work. Not only were we outside enjoying it, but like getting stuff done.
Yeah,
we were cleaning up the garden, getting rid of old leaves from the fall. It felt so good. Detaching.
Feels so good. Did you get out and enjoy the sun?
I did, actually.
Yippee.
Yeah.
Good.
I feel like every time there's sunshine or a warmer day, you have to get outside and enjoy it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, open the windows, get some fresh air in. Love it. Yeah.
It was glorious.
So nice.
So that brings us to a new week, last week of April. What are we looking at weather-wise today?
Well, we're kicking it off quite warm. Lots of sunshine across much of the region. Here's a live look at St. John's, Newfoundland. A bit of a cloudier start to the day. We'll be seeing a bit of sunshine a little bit later on. Currently -1, so some areas still cool to start. Temperatures will be rising for some, seeing daytime highs around 18 to 19 degrees today. As of right now, starting off your day, it is -4 degrees in Charlottetown, -1 in Sydney, 0 in Halifax, 2 degrees in Fredericton, -9 over in Labrador City. So here's a look at our satellite and radar. Not really much to show you today. We are going to see pretty clear skies start off the day. Increasing cloudiness for parts of the region, still being left with lots of sunshine into the afternoon. And in terms of the wind, it's going to be quite light for all 3 maritime provinces today. As of right now, nothing above 17 kilometers per hour in Canso. No wind gusts to report as well. We'll take a look at your sunny and warm day ahead. We'll look at the long forecast coming up. But first, a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. 3 people are dead following a house fire early Saturday morning in Lower Sackville. Police say emergency crews responded to the fire on Manor Drive just before 4 a.m. When officers arrived on scene, they tried to enter the home but were unable to because of the intense smoke. Firefighters were able to get inside and removed 3 people from the home. Life-saving measures were attempted, but all 3 died. They included a 38-year-old woman, 43-year-old man, and 73-year-old woman. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Also in Halifax, a suspect and Halifax police officer were taken to hospital Sunday after a short pursuit ended in a crash. Here's a look at the damage. A Nature Peace spokesperson says 2 officers in a patrol vehicle on Nora Bernard Street spotted a suspect on a bike wanted in connection to an alleged theft at the Quinpool Superstore just moments earlier. Police say they turned on their lights and siren, followed the bike onto Maynard Street, then collided with the suspect before hitting a power pole. The suspect and officer were taken to hospital with undisclosed injuries. A second officer was also treated on scene by EHS. Searchers were back in the woods in Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia, Sunday, as the search for Lily and Jack Sullivan continues almost 1 year after the siblings were first reported missing. About 50 people scoured the woods looking for any sign of the 6- and 4-year-old. A cadaver dog was also part of the search. The Sullivan children were reported missing from their Gairloch Road home on the morning of May 2nd, 2025. A large air, ground, and water search took place, but the 2 children have never been found. The weekend search was conducted by the Ontario-based group called Please Bring Me Home. The province of Nova Scotia is offering a reward of up to $150,000 for information about their disappearance. The price of gas increased over the weekend for 2 maritime provinces. In Nova Scotia, Zone 1, gas increased by 6.6 cents. The minimum price now $1.84.3. And the price of diesel increased by 6.4 cents. The minimum price in the Halifax area now $2.13 a litre. And in New Brunswick, gas increased by 4.8 cents. The maximum price now $1.83.5. However, diesel, that increased by 4.4 cents. The maximum price now $2.21.3 a litre. Prices did not change in Prince Edward Island. Newfoundland and Labrador's Health Authority says slowdowns are expected as it rolls out a new electronic information system. NL Health Services began the Core Care system launch over the weekend. The authority says no appointments will be cancelled and healthcare services will continue as normal. Core Care's phased launch allows for time to accommodate slowdowns as physicians and staff learn the new system. Well, last week we told you about a popular tourist destination in southeast New Brunswick that won't be open to the public this year. And as CTV's Derek Haggett explains, that has people living in the area very upset.
It's one of the most beautiful and breathtaking places in the whole province. But Cape Enrage will be closed this summer. Terrible news for the tourism-driven community.
They're gonna suffer.
The Cape Enrage Board of Directors announced last week it will not be open this season, saying it was denied around $100,000 in provincial funding.
It's a big loss to our community. It's a loss for the economy, and it's an attraction that we're going to lose 20 to 25,000 guests that come every year.
The mayor, who also sits on the board, says the province's offer of $30,000 to run the operation this year simply isn't enough. That hits hard for Elisa Steves, who was married at Cape Enrage.
It's not only personal for us, it's personal for our community. A lot of our friends and our loved ones have worked in Cape Enrage in the past, and they still do, and now they're without jobs.
The province says it's unfortunate the board has decided to cease operations.
We're all going to lose. It doesn't make sense that the government won't help us a little bit because it's just going to help the tourism economy so much more.
The closure could be devastating for this winery located just down the road.
TripAdvisor a number of years ago voted Cape Enrage one of the top views in Canada. So people were coming from all over the world to visit.
The mayor says he doesn't see any scenario where Cape Enrage's season can be saved.
We're family in Albert County, so this closure, it affects all of us.
Derek Haggett, CTV News, Waterside, New Brunswick.
Thank you, Derek. Finally, the Halifax Tides hit the pitch at home for the first time this season, and fans were ready to welcome them back. This is their second season in the Northern Super League. On Saturday, the Tides took on the Ottawa Rapid at the Wanderers grounds on a chilly and very blustery day. But that did not stop the large crowd from enjoying a 3-1 Halifax victory. And the Tides are back at home on Victoria Day. And hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer on Victoria Day. I'm sure those conditions a bit more comfortable, though, for the players who have to sprint back and forth. But a win for their first game back home.
That's
for
awesome.
the new season.
That is awesome. So many new players this year. Yeah, I know they're playing Ottawa because I met the player Julia last week, and she played for Ottawa last year.
Yes.
So anyway, it all worked out.
I remember her saying too. She said they knew when they were playing in Halifax, like they were going to get a big, loud crowd in support of the home team.
That's dedication. It was freezing and so windy Saturday. So.
Yes.
Kudos to everybody involved there.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of sports, there are still more than 2 years away from the 2028 Summer Olympic Games, but tickets are on track to be a success. You'll see why I said that, Amanda. The LA 28 Organizing Committee has announced the results of the first phase of ticket sales, and more than 4 million tickets have already been sold for the 2028 Los Angeles Games. Track and field, soccer, basketball, and gymnastics are proving to be in high demand. Now, some of LA 28's new additions like flag football, lacrosse, and softball, they're nearly sold out already.
Wow.
Yeah, LA 28 is expected to make history as the first games with more female athletes than male. Well, I'm not sure how they know that, but maybe because of the events that they've got organized.
Oh, yeah, good
in any
point.
case, if you're interested in heading to LA for those games in 28, get your tickets because they are getting snapped up.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it's interesting to think that, like, wow, they're on sale now.
I know.
Yeah, wild.
Get them while they're hot.
Wild.
Okay, coming up, we'll have your first look at your national and international news headlines on this Monday morning. And Latavia has the warm forecast. Look at this beautiful, sunny start to the day in Macadam, New Brunswick.
It's amazing. I need to go.
Iconic. Add it to the list for the summer, maybe. Forecast is up next.
Good morning and happy Monday. The time now is 6:13. We're taking a live look at Antigonish. Pretty clear skies early this morning with lots of sunshine. A bit cool to start off the day, -2, but don't worry, temperatures are expected to rise. Seasonal for our daytime highs. So we are going to see temperatures a bit cooler for parts of Atlantic Canada early this morning. Temperatures will be rising seasonal to above seasonal for our daytime highs and lots of sunshine for much of the region. As of right now, it is 2 degrees heading outdoors in Fredericton, -2 in Charlottetown with 0 in Halifax, -1 in Sydney, as well as into St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our forecast timeline. Not really much to show you. We do have a low chance of some flurry activity for parts of Newfoundland. Other than that, though, lots of sunshine, as you can see here, right across Atlantic Canada. Into the afternoon, increasing cloudiness, still being left either with mix of sun and cloud, mainly cloudy skies, or just still seeing pretty clear skies for much of the region. That takes us into tonight. Temperatures are going to cool back down, still remaining above the freezing mark, though. And we are going to see another sunny day in store for Tuesday, and temperatures still remaining seasonal to above seasonal for our daytime highs. If you're wondering what our daytime highs are looking like across New Brunswick today, ranging from 11 to 19 degrees. A mix of sun and clouds starts off the day. Clouds will continue to clear out. Lots of sunshine into the afternoon. Prince Edward Island, highs between 8 to 12. Lots of sunshine across the island today as well. For Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, you'll be seeing sunny skies today. Daytime highs will range from 6 to 16 degrees. And then for the rest of Nova Scotia, looking at a mix of sun and cloud into the afternoon, and increasing cloudiness is expected. Daytime highs will range from 9 to 16 degrees, being the warmest into Middleton. For Labrador City today, a high of 12 degrees, and we are looking at a mix of sun and cloud as well. 1 degree for St. John's, Newfoundland, a bit of flurry activity expected in the morning, mainly cloudy skies into the afternoon. Here's a look at our Tuesday forecast. As you can see here, lots of sunshine extending yet again into our forecast. We are expecting a chance of showers for the southern region of Nova Scotia into the evening, and then Wednesday's forecast will be another cloudier day ahead. We will see temperatures cool down just a bit with a bit of shower activity expected for parts of New Brunswick. So that's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to Amanda.
Thanks, Latavia. South of the border, investigators in the U.S. are trying to piece together what may have inspired a man to walk into a Washington hotel armed and raced towards the ballroom where the U.S. president was attending the White House Correspondents' Dinner. The suspect, now in custody, allegedly sent messages to family members hours before the hotel shootout, outlining his plans. CTV's Judy Trin walks us through the details.
Chaos after shots rang out at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. President Donald Trump and the First Lady were rushed from the stage within seconds after a lone gunman stormed through the security checkpoint of the Washington Hilton Hotel.
I hear gunshots, boom, boom, really loud. And the next thing I know is a police officer saying, "Get down, get down, get down."
The suspect, armed with a shotgun, a handgun, and multiple knives, exchanged gunfire with the Secret Service. The gunman was subdued outside the ballroom where the president and his team were in attendance. Speaking on Sunday to Fox News, Trump revealed some details about possible motive.
The guy is a sick guy. When you read his manifesto, he hates Christians. That's one thing for sure.
The suspect, Cole Thomas Allen, is a 31-year-old teacher at a college prep school. He has degrees in mechanical engineering and computer science and is a video games developer. After his arrest in D.C., law enforcement raided Allen's home in Los Angeles County, where he lives with his parents. White House officials say they found a manifesto.
It does appear the suspect was targeting members of the administration. I don't want to go beyond that because we don't have specifics yet about particular members of the administration.
The suspect sent messages to relatives suggesting a violent plan. Investigators say after the attack, his family called police.
The parents I'm friends with. I'm friends with his dad. They're very solid, peaceful, good people in the community.
In the manifesto, allegedly written by Cole Thomas Allen, federal investigators say he referred to himself as the friendly federal assassin and said that he didn't expect forgiveness. Prior to this attack, there have been at least 2 other attempts on Donald Trump's life.
And despite what happened, Buckingham Palace has confirmed King Charles' visit to the U.S. will proceed as planned. The King and Queen Camilla will arrive in the U.S. today for a 4-day visit. They will meet with U.S. President Trump and address the U.S. Congress. Hate crimes are on the rise in this country. Reports have almost doubled in recent years. And today, a Jewish human rights organization will share the findings of its new report that lays out the record number of anti-Semitic incidents occurring. CTV's Jeremy Sharon has a preview.
Fueled by geopolitical tensions, in the aftermath of the October 7th Hamas attacks on Israel, anti-Semitism in Canada has reached unprecedented levels, says one of the country's most prominent Jewish human rights organizations.
There is a national crisis of anti-Semitism, which is actually getting worse in Canada, not better. The numbers are truly staggering. They speak for themselves, and they cannot be ignored.
Speaking with CTV News ahead of a Monday morning press conference on Parliament Hill, B'nai B'rith says its annual audit of anti-Semitism in Canada shows a record number of incidents in the country.
This is a moment in time where the Jewish community is facing a threat that it has never faced before, at least not since we began recording our audit of anti-Semitic incidents in 1982.
The most recent data from Stats Canada shows hate crimes across the board have increased steadily for the last 6 consecutive years. Jewish and Muslim communities are the most targeted religious groups.
The data that we're seeing is actually quite concerning. At the National Council of Canadian Muslims, we have a legal clinic, and we've seen more than a 10-fold rise in cases coming in.
The federal government introduced new anti-hate legislation last year aimed at making it easier to lay hate-related charges.
Hate is not limited to the doorsteps of our religious institutions, but is prevalent throughout the entirety of our communities. We see it in our streets, we see it in our parks, we see it in our grocery stores. Frankly, we see it almost everywhere.
The bill has yet to become law, but did pass its final vote in the House of Commons and has moved to the Senate for review. Meanwhile, B'nai B'rith says Jewish communities in Canada continue to be unfairly targeted.
And are unduly the victims of hate as a result of individuals' notions or sentiments regarding Israel and the Israeli state.
The organization will make the findings of its annual report public Monday. Data, it says, is deeply concerning and needs to be addressed.
CTV's Jeremy Sharon reporting in Ottawa. Manitoba's premier says his government will ban children from using social media and AI chatbots. Premier Wap Kinew says the platforms contribute to anxiety and depression and hurt young people's development. He didn't share details of the plan. You'll remember earlier this month, Culture Minister Mark Miller said Ottawa is seriously considering a social media ban for kids, following countries like Australia and Brazil.
No, I worry. That's weak.
Another break here on Your Morning Atlantic. When we return, we'll have your must-see moment on this Monday morning from our colleagues at TSN. We'll be right back. Please stay with us.
Move Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekday mornings on Move 100. The most fun in the morning. And home of the $1,000 minute. Only on Move 100 Halifax.
back. It's almost 6:25 on this Monday. Time now to check in with the friends at TSN Sports Center for today's must-see moment.
Matt Scooby in the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Sunday. And for it, we head to Talladega. How about Carson Hocevar picks up his first career series victory, and check out the celebration. Sitting on the door, steering the car down the front stretch to salute the fans. A true don't try this at home kids moment. Never before seen in NASCAR, and maybe never again. The 23-year-old then sticks his car against the wall, does a little burnout, still hanging out the side of the car. That is your must-see moment. And tonight on TSN, we have a trio of NBA playoff games. First up, the Pistons take on the Magic, then the Thunder face the Suns. Later, the Timberwolves square off with the Nuggets. A whole lot of Canadian content for those games. It all begins at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. That's all for now from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a great day.
This TSN must-see moment brought to you by J.R. Rahe's Furniture and Appliances.
Taking a look at our 3-day forecast, starting off in New Brunswick. Sunshine across the province. A very warm day ahead with a high of 17 degrees. Daytime high remains above seasonal at 18 on Tuesday. Sunshine continues. We do have evening showers expected for the southern region of the province. And then on Wednesday, looking at a high of 10 and scattered showers. For Nova Scotia, 12 degrees today, lots of sunshine. 11 on Tuesday, sunny skies continue. Evening showers for the Tri-County area. Sunny skies on Wednesday. We do have scattered showers expected for Cape Breton Island. And then for Prince Edward Island, 11 degrees with sunny skies. Sunshine remains in the forecast on Tuesday, above seasonal at 14. 11 degrees on Wednesday with cloudy skies.
Ooh, coming up this half hour, the Move Morning Chat. Today is Pet Parents Day, and we want to see a photo of your pets. We know you've got lots of them. That's going to about 15 minutes on your Morning Atlantic. This is going to be fun.
Yeah. Well, buckle up. We know you have photos of your pets on your phone. The Move Morning Chat, the Monday edition, coming up in just a few moments. We have Amanda, Crystal, and Latavia with you. And if you're just tuning in, let us be the first to say a happy Monday morning to you.
Yeah, last Monday in April. Yes. We did a thing around Christmas time where we had viewers send in pictures of their pets.
Yes, I remember. It was a little series.
Yeah, a little series. And I still have them on my computer. And I will not lie, sometimes I just go through and look at them because they make me happy.
Yeah, they're so
So thank you.
Oh,
this is going to be a popular one for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. Looking forward to that. Lots of people out walking their pets too. Well, dogs, I guess, in particular yesterday, because the weather was so nice. It's like the communities just around town came alive.
Oh, yeah.
Kids were out. People were doing yard work, us included. Taking your dog for a nice, good walk.
Oh, my dogs love the nice weather. Like, they're in such a good mood.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice. I did see a couple people out with strollers with cats in it. So,
oh, yeah.
Everybody was taking
I think it was
advantage.
Friday, too. I saw someone walking their cat.
Walking their cat?
Yeah.
Wow.
On their front. Well, lawn, but still.
Yeah. Listen, if you do that, send us a photo of your cat and where you walk them and tell them how they like being walked. Yeah. I'd love to see that. I saw some dogs in carriers this weekend.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, I was at a Tim Hortons and there was the woman with her pup in a carrier. And Brienne, I don't know if she's going to have any pups in carriers, but she's going to be live from Tim's a little bit later throughout the show.
Yes, and it's going to be a perfect day to head out and explore your area. Right across the region, we're going to see that sunshine sticking around. A bit cooler to start as of right now for Charlottetown at -2 degrees, but temperatures will rise there as well. We're looking at seasonal to above seasonal for our daytime highs. As of right now, it is -1 in Sydney, 0 in Halifax, 2 degrees in Fredericton, -8 in Happy Valley Goose Bay, and -2 in Gander. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. We do have a bit of flurry activity for parts of Newfoundland, but other than that, pretty sunny skies starting off your day into the afternoon. Increasing cloudiness, still being left with lots of sunshine. And in terms of our wind for the forecast, looking quite light throughout the day today for the Maritime region. As of right now, 13 kilometers per hour in Canso, 11 into Yarmouth with no wind gusts to report. We'll take another look at your sunny forecast just ahead, but first a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. 3 people are dead following a house fire early Saturday morning in Lower Sackville. Police say emergency crews responded to the fire on Manor Drive just before 4 a.m. When officers arrived on scene, they tried to enter the home but were unable to because of the intense smoke. Firefighters were able to get inside and removed 3 people from the home. Life-saving measures were attempted, but all 3 died, including a 38-year-old woman, a 43-year-old man, and a 73-year-old woman. How the fire started is under investigation. A suspect and Halifax police officer were taken to hospital Sunday after a short pursuit that ended in a crash. Here's a look at the damage. An HRP spokesperson says 2 officers in a patrol vehicle on Nora Bernard Street spotted a suspect on a bike, wanted in connection to an alleged theft at the Quinpool Superstore just moments earlier. Police say they turned on their lights and siren, followed the bike onto Maynard Street, then collided with the suspect before hitting a power pole. The suspect and officer were taken to hospital with undisclosed injuries. A second officer was also treated on scene by EHS. Searchers were back in the woods in Lansdowne Station Sunday as the search for Lily and Jack Sullivan continues almost 1 year after the siblings were first reported missing. About 50 people scoured the woods looking for any sign of the 6- and 4-year-old. A cadaver dog was also part of the search. The Sullivan children were reported missing from their Gairloch Road home on the morning of May 2nd, 2025. A large air, ground, and water search took place, but the 2 children have never been found. This weekend search was conducted by the Ontario-based group called Please Bring Me Home. The province of Nova Scotia is offering a reward of up to $150,000 for information about their disappearance. The price of gas and diesel increased over the weekend for 2 maritime provinces. In Nova Scotia, Zone 1, gas increased by 6.6 cents a litre. The minimum price now $1.84.3. Price of diesel increased by 6.4 cents. The minimum price now $2.13. And in New Brunswick, gas increased by 4.8 cents. The maximum price now $1.83.5. And diesel increased by 4.4 cents. The maximum price now $2.21.3. Prices in PEI did not change. Newfoundland and Labrador's Health Authority says slowdowns are expected as it rolls out a new electronic information system. NL Health Services began the Core Care system launch over the weekend. The authority says no appointments will be canceled and healthcare services will continue as normal. Core Care's phased launch allows for time to accommodate slowdowns as physicians and staff learn the new system. In Halifax, the Freedom of the City ceremony took place over the weekend. The event highlights the cooperation between the city and its long history with the military. And as CTV's Jonathan McGuinness reports, this year's parade also included a change of command.
The scarlet coats of the Princess Louise Fusiliers marched through the streets of Halifax on Saturday. The parade was part of the Freedom of the City celebration that highlights the trust, respect, and bond between citizens and the local regiment.
We have a very long history here with the military, and we are a military town, so having that special relationship between the city and our armed forces is something that I think deserves respect and acknowledgement.
The procession began at Artillery Park with the Fusiliers winding their way through the streets before ending up at Grand Parade.
It's where the troops formed up to go to World War II, and it's a real special ceremony when we're able to continue that tradition.
The ceremony also marked the change of command. Lieutenant Colonel Rhonda Matthews has led the regiment for the last 4 years.
Many soldiers have went on deployments, including myself. I got to go to Africa several times working with women's initiatives in Rwanda, Uganda, and Ghana.
Incoming Commander Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Stone joined the military more than 17 years ago. He admits he has big shoes to fill.
We're prepared and always will be prepared to serve Canada and its interests both domestically and internationally.
Big cheers for Lieutenant Colonel Matthews! Hip, hip, hooray!
The traditional outgoing salute was given to Lieutenant Colonel Matthews as the regiment that was formed in 1869 welcomes its newest commander. Jonathan McGuinness, CTV News, Halifax.
Oh, thank you so much for that report, Jonathan.
Thank you for that whole news section, Amanda.
You're welcome. I got 4 more newscasts for local, plus some national newscasts coming up.
There we go.
Lots more to come.
Amazing. Yes. You know what else we have? We have another contest, a chance for you to win. If you haven't heard, Your Morning Atlantic wants you to wake up and win $20,000. We could pay your bills with that money. Imagine what you could do. That's totally up to you. To enter, head to the contest page at ctvatlantic.ca or scan the QR code you're about to see along with today's code word. Enter that little info. You're entered to win for the day. So it's savings. Oh, we love the sound of that word. There's that QR code, or hit the page on our website. Every day this week, we're going to have a chance for you to tune in, grab a code word, enter it. You could win $20,000. Wow. I would love $20,000.
Me too. We can't win it, but
we are not allowed.
You can.
You can. We can also support Tim Hortons in the Smile Cookie campaign. So coming up later this half hour, we're going to have our first check-in live with Brianne, who's going to tell us more details. Plus, we have entertainment headlines, plus the warm forecast, plus the Move Morning Chat. Lots coming. Today is Pet Parents Day, so guess what? We want to see pictures of your pets. Tell us their name, a bit about them, what makes them unique. That discussion coming up.
Beautiful sunny start to the day over in Peggy's Cove. Welcome back. The time now is 6:42 rather on your Monday morning. It is a bit cooler starting off your day. Currently 0 in your area, but temperatures are expected to rise above seasonal for much of our daytime highs. So we are going to see temperatures continue to warm up early this morning. 2 degrees starting off your day in Fredericton with 0 in Halifax, -1 in Sydney. A bit cooler in Charlottetown at -2, -9 degrees in Labrador City, and -1 into St. John's, Newfoundland. Not really much to show you. We do have a low chance of some flurry activity early this morning for parts of Newfoundland. Other than that, though, lots of sunshine for much of Atlantic Canada. Into the afternoon, increasing cloudiness, still being left with a mix of sun and cloud for many areas across the region. Temperatures will be rising. Really warm air continues to move through the region. And then into tonight, temperatures will cool down, still remaining above the freezing mark for many areas. And then into Tuesday's forecast, another sunny and warm day is expected. If you're wondering about those daytime highs for New Brunswick, it's really warming up today. 11 to 19 degrees being the warmest into Woodstock. Lots of sunshine as clouds continue to clear out from this morning. And then for Prince Edward Island, daytime highs between 8 to 12 degrees. Sunny skies across the island today as well. Same thing goes for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, with daytime highs ranging from 6 to 16. For the rest of Nova Scotia, lots of sunshine, increasing cloudiness into the afternoon, still being left with a mix of sun and cloud. Daytime highs will range from 9 to 16 as well. And then for Labrador City, a really warm day ahead as well. 12 degrees today with a mix of sun and cloud. 1 degree for St. John's, Newfoundland. We do have a chance of flurries starting off your day. Will clear out, leaving mainly cloudy skies into the afternoon. Tuesday's forecast, not really much to show you into the daytime. Above seasonal daytime highs yet again for much of the region. Into the evening, though, we do have a chance of showers returning for the Tri-County area of Nova Scotia. And then seeing a cloudy day ahead on Wednesday for the Maritime region. Sunshine for Newfoundland and Labrador. But then we also have a low chance of showers returning for parts of New Brunswick. That's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to the Move Morning Chat.
It's the Monday edition of the Move Morning Chat. We talk about topics of the day with our friends Aaron and Peter in radio. And today we are talking about something that we simply love. It's our pets. Aaron and Peter, how come we're talking about the pets today?
Well, Pet Appreciation Day, that's what it is today. And so we are talking about our pets. I will talk about our pet. We are grandparents to a special dog, but also I'm also thinking we have so many deer in our neighborhood that they think they're pets too. So I would include those. But yeah, our daughter's dog, his name is Towns. He's a Cavapoo, a King Charles Spaniel Poodle mix. And we kind of have a special relationship with him because we look after him a lot. My daughter is a new mom, and so we give a little bit of relief. So we'll sometimes have Towns for months at a time at our house, and absolutely love him, and get out with him and get some exercise. He gets some exercise. We love Towns, so I'm appreciating Towns today.
He's a cutie. Okay, I am a new stepmother to a sweet little dog named Kendrick. We call him Kenny. My partner rescued Kendrick, a sweet little pitty, from Atlanta, Georgia, over 10 years ago. So Kenny has been with her for many, many years. I have never had a pet. I've never had a dog. I've never had a pet in my life. And now all of a sudden I'm a stepmom. So I'm learning a lot. Kenny is the sweetest little dog, so gentle, so kind. He likes to sleep and eat, and that's about it. He's an old man now. So I'm always like, let's get up, let's go walk. He's like, yeah, no, I want to be in the sun, laying down, and I will stand up when it's time for me to go eat my meal.
Oh, so he's a
we love him
cat.
for that. Basically, Kenny is a cat. He's a pretty chill dog to have around when I'm learning all these new things about being a stepmother to a dog. So it's been nice.
All right, well, for me, I have Molly and Marge, my dynamic duo, but I'm not going to talk about them. I'm going to talk about Lily. That's my Chihuahua. She doesn't live with me. She lives with a family friend, but this is probably coming up on her last year. I think she's turning 18. She was a feisty little Chihuahua, lived with Kyle and I when we lived downtown in Toronto. But yeah, she's living the golden life right now, her golden year, and yeah, shout out to Lily.
Lily's so cute. Still going.
Still going.
Oh my gosh, I've mentioned him on the show before, Dewey Deucer. He is our Black Lab Golden Retriever mix. In fact, I got him from Latavia and Kyle when he was a pup. They gave him the name Dewey and they potty trained him. And luckily I didn't have to worry about all that when I did get him. All I had to do was be like, okay, time to feed him. But he is a big, sweet dog. A big ding-dong is what we like to say as well. All love. I think he loves people more than he loves other dogs, but what he wouldn't do for food or for playing ball in the backyard. His favorite things. So it is Pet Parents Day. Please show us a photo of your pet, especially if it's something different than a dog or a cat. Maybe it's bigger, maybe it's smaller. We want to know. We want to see it. 10400 is the number. We will share your answers a little later in the show.
The #1 morning show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3 Virgin Radio.
Good morning and welcome back. The time now is 6:51. Everyone has a smile on their face today.
It's Smile Cookie Day.
Yes.
Yay, at Tim Hortons, and we've sent Brienne out to do all the hard work. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it, Brienne. Good morning.
It is a tough job, and yes, somebody does have to do it. Luckily, we are at Tim Hortons, so I get to have a coffee while I do this. And I got to be joined by Brad Smith, who happens to be the owner here at Osborne Tim Hortons. Brad, thank you so much for having us.
Our pleasure. Thanks for coming by. It's Smile Cookie Week. Are we excited?
We're so excited.
I'm telling you, girl, 100% of the proceeds this week are going to our charities across the country. 700 community groups or charities, over $150 million raised since 1996. 22.6 last year. Why? Because you come in and buy a $2 Smile Cookie or a plush toy for $5. Look at the resemblance. Beautiful,
We're twins. We're twins. Brad, where are the funds going in HRM this year?
So in HRM, we're doing the IWK Foundation, which is near and dear to many people's hearts, Mental Health Foundation of Nova Scotia, and finally the Tim Horton Foundation Camp. So 3 great charities, 3 great community-driven foundations that help everyone. So come on in, $2. It's just that easy. Be a part of something big.
I mean, they're delicious also. We have to throw that in there. Tim Hortons.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, no, we definitely know. Why is a campaign like this so important to Tim Hortons?
It's all about community. I mean, we are driven by everybody in our community. We're here every day for you, and you're here every day for us, and that's huge. And these foundations are always looking for a helping hand. So how can you be a part of something big? $2 at a time. It's just that simple. Be a part of the big picture.
Add it to your coffee, right?
Exactly, exactly. Cookies first thing in the morning, please. Nothing better.
Okay, so people can support by buying the cookies, buying the plushies. What else can people do to support the foundation?
You can make a donation. Whatever you want to do, just come in. Be part of this program. Tell your friends. You can buy them 1 at a time, 6 at a time, 12 at a time. You just tell us a number. We'll have them for you. We'll meet you at the door.
Meet you at the door. Look at that. Service with a smile, as always.
Early in the morning.
Okay, I need to know, like, what's the secret recipe for these cookies? Because I'm obsessed with them, and how do I make them at home?
Sweetness, sugar, num-nums.
So you have to come into store to get them, because sweetness, sugar, and num-nums only happen here at Tim Hortons. I'm excited. We're going to make some cookies in a bit here, right, Brad?
Should be an adventure.
All right, well, you'll have to come back and check in on those. We'll see you in a bit, ladies. Bye.
Wow, high vibes at the Tim Hortons this morning.
I'm like, put a smile on my face.
I love Brad.
Sure.
What a great energy.
So perfect. Well, you know what? Let's see if we can keep the smiles going.
Yes.
And take a look at our entertainment headlines over in Hollywood.
Just have all these songs in my head. Just gotta get them out.
The king of pop is king of the box office. Lionsgate's Michael with a thriller of an opening weekend, setting a record for any biopic. The musical about the life of Michael Jackson brought in $97 million. It's the second largest domestic debut of the year, behind the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Jafar Jackson stars in the titular role as his late uncle. Meanwhile, the queen of pop making a surprise nightclub appearance at the Abbey in West Hollywood Saturday. Madonna was in the DJ booth to perform songs from her upcoming album, Confessions 2, which comes out July 3rd.
Space is limitless in its beauty and in its terror.
Star Trek Strange New Worlds has released the first glimpse of Season 4. It will premiere on Paramount Plus July 23rd, with the new episodes dropping weekly until the finale in September. The sci-fi series has already been renewed for its 5th and final season.
I don't need him, I need a drink.
And happy birthday to Lizzo. The rapper and songwriter turns 38 today. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News.
Happy birthday, Lizzo. Happening now in local news. 3 people are dead following a house fire early Saturday morning in Lower Sackville. We'll have the latest just ahead. Plus, also in Halifax, a suspect and Halifax police officer were taken to hospital Sunday after a short pursuit ended in a crash. Plus, in New Brunswick, a university student from Sackville is taking her passion for football to a higher level. We'll have that story and much more coming up next in your news headlines at the top of the 7 o'clock hour. But first, it's a look at the 3-day forecast for the last few days of April with Latavia.
Thanks, Amanda. Starting off in New Brunswick, 17 degrees today with lots of sunshine across the province. A daytime high of 18 on Tuesday, and lots of sunshine continues. We do have a chance of showers returning into the evening, though, for the southern region of the province. And then on Wednesday, cooling back down below seasonal at 10 degrees with scattered showers across the province. For Nova Scotia, 12 degrees today, lots of sunshine. Sunshine continues in the forecast on Tuesday with a high of 11. Evening showers for the southern region of the province. And then on Wednesday, cooling down further at 9 degrees, so below seasonal. Sunny skies with scattered showers expected for Cape Breton Island. For Prince Edward Island, 11 degrees with sunny skies. Sunshine remains across the island on Tuesday with a high of 14. Cooling back down 11 degrees on Wednesday with cloudy skies expected. Time now, 6:56. Make sure to stick with us. We'll be right back right after this quick break.
It's Monday, April 27th. Today on Your Morning Atlantic, 3 people are dead following a house fire in Lower Sackville over the weekend. More details in your top news headlines in just a few moments.
And it's Smile Cookie Day. We'll head back to Brianna at one of the local Tim Hortons locations to check out how they're kicking off this annual campaign. That's all just ahead in this half hour of Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada. The time now is 7 o'clock. Lots to smile about on this Monday. The weather's going to be beautiful. We have Smile Cookie Day kicking off. Yeah. Win, 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 win.
I love it because it's just extra icing.
Well, that's the best part. And I think it's, if you are in the position to do so, swing by, grab a box, bring them to work. for your coworkers. That'll put a smile on people's face, and it's all for a good cause.
Absolutely. Would put a smile on my face, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
hopefully Brianna will be back.
Yeah.
And even the ones that I know she's going to try decorating, and I guess it's quite hard to do that decorating. It's quite precise.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wouldn't be for you, Amanda.
Oh, I don't know.
Myself, it'd be hard.
Listen, it's got to be tough, especially when you have to make so many of them, which is great because people are donating, and it's going towards a great cause. But you always see those pictures on social media sometimes, you know. But what it's doing is it's still promoting the event.
Totally. I always like when I screw up the baked goods, the one that's a little bit too burned or turns it kind of broken or whatever. My husband gets that.
I call that the husband cookie too.
He's waiting. He's waiting for him.
I said, this one's not pretty enough to bring to work. Can you eat it, please? And he's like, yeah, of course.
Please.
What about this one? I said, that one's fine.
Twist my arm, why don't you? Yeah.
So how nice is the weather today?
Oh, it's real nice.
Do tell.
Yeah,
Do
some
tell.
temperatures are really warming up, especially across parts of New Brunswick, seeing 18 to 19 degrees.
Hello.
Wow. Yeah, really warm day ahead. Lots of sunshine for much of Atlantic Canada as well. So even if your temperatures are not as high, we're still going to see seasonal daytime highs for much of the region, and some will be above seasonal. A bit cool to start off the day for parts of the region. Temperatures will continue to rise, though. As of right now, it is -2 degrees in Charlottetown, -1 in Sydney, 0 in Halifax, 2 degrees currently in Fredericton, -9 in Labrador City, and -2 over in Gander. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. A low chance of flurries expected for parts of Newfoundland. Other than that, lots of sunshine remains across the region, and pretty light wind for all 3 maritime provinces today. Nothing above 13 kilometers per hour in Canso, 11 into Yarmouth, with no wind gusts at this time. We'll take a look at your long-range forecast just ahead. First, a look at your local news with Amanda.
3 people are dead following a house fire early Saturday morning in Lower Sackville. Police say emergency crews responded to the fire on Manor Drive just before 4 a.m. When officers arrived on scene, they tried to enter the home but were unable to because of the intense smoke. Firefighters were able to get inside and removed 3 people from the building. Life-saving measures were attempted, but all 3 died, including a 38-year-old woman, 43-year-old man, and 73-year-old woman. The cause of the fire is under investigation. A suspect and Halifax police officer were both taken to hospital Sunday after a short pursuit ended in a crash. Here's a look at the damage. An HRP spokesperson says 2 officers in a patrol vehicle on Nora Bernard Street spotted a suspect on a bike, wanted in connection to an alleged theft at the Quinpool Superstore just moments earlier. Police say they turned on their lights and siren, followed the bike onto Maynard Street, and then collided with the suspect on the bike before hitting a power pole. The suspect and officer were taken to hospital with undisclosed injuries. A second officer was also treated on scene by EHS. Searchers were back in the woods in Lansdowne Station Sunday as the search for Lily and Jack Sullivan continues, almost 1 year after the siblings were first reported missing. About 50 people scoured the woods looking for any sign of the 6- and 4-year-old. A cadaver dog was also part of the search. The Sullivan children were reported missing from their Gairloch Road home on the morning of May 2nd, 2025. A large air, ground, and water search took place, but the 2 children have never been found. This weekend search was conducted by the Ontario-based group called Please Bring Me Home. The province of Nova Scotia is offering a reward of up to $150,000 for information about their disappearance. At the pumps, the price of gas increased over the weekend for New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. In Nova Scotia's Zone 1, gas increased by 6.6 cents. The minimum price now $1.84.3. Price of diesel increased by 6.4 cents. The minimum price now $2.13. In New Brunswick, gas increased by 4.8 cents. The maximum price now $1.83.5. And diesel increased by 4.4 cents. The maximum price now $2.21.3. Prices in PEI did not change. Football has been a male-dominated sport for years, but that is starting to change both here in Canada and in the U.S. CTV's Derek Hackett spoke with one university student who's taking her passion for the game to a higher level.
She may only be 21 years old, but Mount Allison student Julia Cameron has had a long football journey. It started when she was just 11 months old and would watch games with her father, a former player and coach.
Before I could even speak, he taught me the illegal procedure sign, so the ref would say it, I'd do the signal, and then I fell in love from there.
Cameron played with the boys growing up in her hometown of Truro and was always the only girl in the squad, but she never felt excluded.
I just love being a part of the team, the camaraderie, and just there's no environment like football.
The Commerce student records practice and game video for the Mounties and engages fans on the team's social media platforms. She's accepted a 4-week internship with the Saskatchewan Roughriders of the Canadian Football League. She'll work in marketing, operations, and analytics during the team's training camp in May.
I don't think there's a better club she could be going to. Like you said, I mean, Regina's absolutely football crazy.
Mounties head coach Scott Brady says more and more women are getting involved in football.
Both in the CFL and at the U Sports level, I think there's just so many of them who have a passion for the game, and they just haven't been afforded the opportunities in the past.
Cameron wrote letters to the National Football League when she was just a kid, trying to convince the commissioner to let women play.
Can you give us a shot? And yeah, we can be physical too. I'm playing, and I'd love to see somebody that I could look up to in that way.
She'll be back with the Mounties in the fall and hopes to turn her education and passion for football into a career. Derek Haggett, CTV News, Sackville, New Brunswick.
Great story.
Congratulations, Allison. Okay, we have breaking news.
Look, a baby hatched. That's a baby eagle. So cute. Oh my gosh, thank you, Port Morion Wildlife Society. Oh my gosh, it's like the baby just hatched, getting a little snack from Mama.
Finally.
Oh my gosh, I was not sure the egg was going to hatch. None of us were, but here it is.
There, guys, we have an eagle baby.
It doesn't have a name yet.
Wow.
All that hard work has paid off. Look at that.
Oh, look
we
how
could call him Bougie.
Bougie.
Or Sroose.
Oh, we're the brothers Gibb. Oh my gosh, look at that.
So fluffy.
So cute. I mean, just the one egg was all that was left, but it hatched, and so that's all you need.
Now, are they being fed at this moment?
It looks like she's being fed.
It looks like it.
Wow.
Yeah, there's Mama went. Somebody went and caught. This could be Bruce. Somebody went and caught the
breakfast,
food, and yeah, they're feed the baby.
Oh my gosh! It happened, everybody.
Yeah,
wow.
The baby can hold its head up. It's probably just hatched over the weekend. This is. Oh, listen to the sound too.
Oh.
This is just the most glorious news.
This is This is a great Monday,
right?
Congratulations. Wow, we all shared that together. Yay!
That is
Very
so
exciting.
Wonderful. We'll have to check in again, as we have been, with that live cam in the days ahead to see how the baby grows. Try to get some more information for you. So exciting. Cute. Okay, still ahead, we're going to have your look at your international news headlines, and this one will also make you smile. Latavia's latest look at the forecast. That's if you like warm temperatures and sunshine.
Look out there. Woo!
Hello. Have we turned a corner? Good morning to our viewers in Truro, Nova Scotia. We have the forecast for you right after this.
Good morning, Atlantic, Canada. Thank you so much for joining us, taking a live look at a sunny start to the day over in Corner Brook. Currently -2 degrees starting off your day, so temperatures will rise a little bit later on, and we are seeing lots of sunshine across the region today. So we are going to see lots of sunshine, as I mentioned. Daytime highs will remain seasonal to above seasonal for much of the region. But as of right now, it is 4 degrees already in Fredericton, 1 in Halifax, 0 in Sydney, -1 in Charlottetown, as well as into St. John's, Newfoundland. So as you can see there for our current temperatures already beginning to rise, and we are going to see that sunshine right across the region today. We do have a low chance of some flurry activity for parts of Newfoundland, but that will clear out into the afternoon as well, leaving mainly cloudy skies. Into the afternoon, we do have increasing cloudiness for New Brunswick. Still going to be left with a mix of sun and cloud. Sunshine sticking around into the early evening hours, and then we're going to see temperatures start to cool back down. Still remaining above the freezing mark for many communities, and sunshine remains in the forecast for Tuesday as well. Daytime highs will remain warm. So if you're wondering what those daytime highs are looking like for New Brunswick, they will range from 12 to 19 degrees today. Some clouds will continue to clear out, leaving sunshine across the region, but we are going to see increasing cloudiness for parts of New Brunswick, but still being left with a mix of sun and cloud. So for Prince Edward Island, daytime highs between 8 to 12, and for Cape Breton Island, Eastern and Nova Scotia, same thing, lots of sunshine throughout your day. Daytime highs will warm from 6 to 16 degrees. And then for the rest of Nova Scotia, we are going to see increasing cloudiness into the afternoon, but still being left with a mix of sun and cloud. Daytime highs will range from 9 to 16. For Labrador City, actually going to warm up today. 12 degrees is your daytime high with a mix of sun and cloud. 1 degree for St. John's, Newfoundland. We do have that chance of flurries starting off your day, clearing out, leaving mainly cloudy skies. Tuesday's forecast, not really much to show you throughout the day. We are going to see lots of sunshine, but into the evening hours, we do have a chance of showers returning for the southern region of Nova Scotia. Into Wednesday's forecast, temperatures start to cool down below seasonal yet again. Cloudier day ahead for the Maritime region, and we do have a chance of showers returning for the southern region of New Brunswick. That's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to Amanda now.
Thank you, Latavia. In Washington, officials are raising concerns about security at the Washington Hilton amid calls for change with political violence on the rise in the U.S. ABC's Allison Cossack has the story.
This morning, questions about security precautions at the Washington Hilton before Saturday's Correspondents' Dinner, where the president, vice president, and top members of the cabinet were gathered with thousands of journalists and other politicians in a tightly packed room downstairs from the lobby.
It's impossible for the agency to take over the entire hotel and close it down, or some people have suggested shut off the main lobby and screen everybody coming in.
Authorities believe the suspect, Cole Allen, sent his family a critique of hotel security and how his plan to check into the hotel ahead of time allowed him to get weapons inside. President Trump was asked about it on 60 Minutes.
And he wrote this quote, "I expected security cameras at every bend, bugged hotel rooms, armed agents every 10 feet, metal detectors out the wazoo. What I got is nothing." He wrote, like, this level of incompetence is insane.
Well, he was pretty incompetent, too, because he got caught. And he got caught pretty easily.
Back in 2017, a gunman with bags of weapons entered the Mandalay Bay Hotel in Las Vegas before committing the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history.
Being a hotel allowed people to enter the location without their bags being searched and without being vetted. So these are the types of locations that are really challenging.
Saturday's shooting, the latest incident raising concern about the rise in political violence. President Trump was already the subject of 2 assassination attempts.
Take a look at what happened.
In Pennsylvania during the campaign and at his Florida golf course the same year. And in February, an armed man drove through the security perimeter at Trump's Palm Beach resort. Despite the ongoing threat environment, the Secret Service and other Homeland Security personnel have gone without pay for more than 70 days because of a partisan fight in Congress. The head of the House Oversight Committee is calling for a briefing from the Secret Service about Saturday's shooting. President Trump says what happened Saturday proves the need for his White House ballroom, which will feature bulletproof windows and other high-tech security. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
Now, despite what happened, Buckingham Palace has confirmed King Charles's visit to the U.S. will proceed as planned. The King and Queen Camilla will arrive in the U.S. today for a 4-day visit. They will meet with U.S. President Trump and address the U.S. Congress. Back here in Atlantic Canada, New Brunswick is looking to double its number of specialized nurses who are trained to administer forensic exams after an alleged sexual assault. The funding comes almost 4 years after a victim was turned away from a hospital as there wasn't a nurse available. CTV's Laura Brown reports.
It was a summer evening almost 4 years ago. A 26-year-old woman went to this emergency room seeking a sexual assault forensic examination, also known as a rape kit. But there wasn't a trained nurse available to administer the kit. She was told not to shower and return the next day. A police officer stepped in and a nurse was called in that evening. The victim shared her story at the time, hoping it would spark some change. And it did. Horizon Health Network CEO promised more nurse examiners would be trained, and while it's taken time, the health authority confirms it now has the funding. Today, there are about 10 full-time dedicated sexual assault nurse examiners at Horizon Health hospitals. The funding will add almost 12 full-time positions, which will more than double the current coverage.
The idea that someone that I love, a sister, a daughter, a niece, a brother, a friend, that anyone would have the experience of being turned away when they have the bravery to show up. I really hope that this additional funding allows that to not be the case in the future.
The victim at the center wanted to remain anonymous, saying she's worked hard to move into the next season of her life. The program's director calls the additional positions a major expansion of the program's permanent staffing base, which will result in more consistent, improved access to these services across Horizon.
I know that the survivors that we work with are so appreciative of all the nurses.
Advocates applaud the program's expansion, saying more access means more doors open for victims.
Ensuring always that we're keeping survivors at the center. And so as survivors are reaching out and telling us what they need, being adaptable and flexible to that, and of course always believing them.
Laura Brown, CTV News, Fredericton.
Thank you, Laura. Another break here on Your Morning Atlantic. When we return, we are live at Tim Hortons with Brianne to learn more about the fundraising efforts being held today. That's on the other side of this break. Please stay with us.
Move Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekday mornings on Move 100. The most fun in the morning. And home of the $1,000 minute. Only on Move 100.
Welcome back. We are inside Tim Hortons on Osborne. And yes, I am joined by two lovely guests. We have Victoria Reed from the IWK, and we have Lisa Weatherhead from the Mental Health Foundation. Thank you so much for being here, ladies.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us. We're excited.
So as you can see, they're decorating these cookies. And Victoria, who other than yourself, who helps decorate these cookies?
Honestly, it's all about the community. We have so many community volunteers who have come out literally in droves, and we're all really excited to just decorate them. And we had a really, really great turnout with community volunteers this year.
Well, Brad was saying that. He was like, thank you, because normally it's on them to, like make sure that all the cookies are done, especially through the week. It looks a little difficult. I am going to try this eventually, I promise you. But Lisa, why should people get out and buy a cookie?
This year, Smile Cookies are supporting mental health in every way. So community-based programs through the Mental Health Foundation and the Anchor program through the IWK. And honestly, it's just a fun thing to do to support great organizations.
Absolutely. And if you don't want a cookie, how can you support?
Well, I'm sure if you don't want a cookie, you have a friend or a coworker or a family member who does, you can pick up one of these terrific little plushies or just make a donation as well.
Amazing. Okay, Victoria, how are you liking doing this right now? Look, your eyes are actually very impressive.
I need to work out more, that's for sure. It is a lot of fun, but yeah, you definitely need pipes for piping.
Amazing. Those are great eyes. You guys are going to have to swap. I swear I will make one of these eventually, but I only have one hand at the moment. So for now, we'll send it back to Latavia, and you'll have to check in on to see what my cookies look like at the end of the day.
I'm sure you're going to crush it, Bree. All right, we're taking a look at our 3-day forecast, starting off in New Brunswick. Lots of sunshine today. A daytime high above seasonal at 17. Sunshine sticks around on Tuesday, looking at evening showers for the southern region of the province. And on Wednesday, it is cooling down below seasonal to 10 degrees. We do have scattered showers expected across the province. For Nova Scotia today, a high of 12 with sunny skies. Sunshine remains in the forecast on Tuesday with a high of 11. Evening showers for the southern region of the province. On Wednesday, sunshine for parts of the province with a high of 9. We do have scattered showers expected for Cape Breton Island. For Prince Edward Island, 11 degrees today with sunny skies sticking around. On Tuesday, warming up above seasonal to 14 degrees with sunshine ahead. On Wednesday, cloudy skies cooling back down to 11 degrees.
Coming up this half hour, managing menopause. We'll speak with a registered dietitian who wants to help women manage their symptoms while going through the sometimes difficult transition. That's just ahead this half hour on the Monday edition of Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning. Come on in. Halfway through the show already. This week is already off to a great start. Looking forward to a chat with Diana Dibley, who's an expert in menopause nutrition.
Wow.
Who's obviously figured something out there doing pull-ups.
I know.
I would love to be able to do that.
I can't even do one.
Oh, gosh. I don't know if I ever
No.
You work at it, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, going to be a great half hour. So much going on. We got the Smile Cookie Week.
Yeah.
Leanne kicking that off this morning.
Absolutely. She's been live through Tim Hortons. She'll be live there throughout the morning. Also, too, thank you to the viewers for receiving so many text messages of all your cute animals for the Move Morning Chat. We knew we would, so we're doing our best to collect. We won't be able to get to all of them, but we're going to share as many of them as we can.
All right, fantastic. Weather-wise, you've got great news to share.
Yeah, it's lots of sunshine for much of the region. Temperatures really warming up today. It's going to be a great day to head out and explore. Here's a live look at Lockport. A mix of sun and clouds starts off the day. As of right now, it is 0 in your area. Temperatures will continue to rise throughout the day. Already seeing temperatures warm up this morning. So it's going to be above seasonal to seasonal for our daytime highs today. Taking a look at our current temperatures, you're going to see already beginning to rise, as I had mentioned. 4 degrees in Fredericton, -1 in Charlottetown, with 0 in Sydney, 1 degree in Halifax, and -1 in St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. A chance of flurries expected for parts of Newfoundland, but other than that, seeing sunshine right across Atlantic Canada throughout the day today. And pretty light wind indicated as well for the Maritime region. Nothing above 15 kilometers per hour right now in Canso, 13 in Yarmouth, with 11 in Shelburne and in Halifax. Currently, no wind gusts to report. We'll take another look at your long-range forecast just ahead, but first a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thanks, Latavia. A suspect and Halifax police officer were taken to hospital Sunday after a short pursuit ended in a crash. An HRP spokesperson says 2 officers in a patrol vehicle on Nora Bernard Street spotted a suspect on a bike wanted in connection to an alleged theft at the Quinpool Superstore just moments earlier. Police say they turned on their lights and siren, followed the bike onto Maynard Street, and then collided with the suspect on the bike before hitting a power pole. The suspect and officer were taken to hospital with undisclosed injuries. A second officer was also treated on scene by EHS. 3 people are dead following a house fire early Saturday morning in Lower Sackville. Police say an emergency crew responded to the fire on Manor Drive just before 4 a.m. When officers arrived on scene, they tried to enter the home but were unable to because of the intense smoke. Firefighters were able to get inside and removed 3 people from the home. Life-saving measures were attempted, but all 3 died. That included a 38-year-old woman, a 43-year-old man, and a 73-year-old woman. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Also in Nova Scotia, searchers were back in the woods in Lansdowne Station Sunday as the search for Lily and Jack Sullivan continues almost 1 year after the siblings were first reported missing. About 50 people scoured the woods looking for any sign of the 6- or 4-year-old. A cadaver dog was also part of the search. The Sullivan children were reported missing from their Gairloch Road home on the morning of May 2nd, 2025. A large air, ground, and water search took place, but the 2 children have never been found. The weekend search was conducted by the Ontario-based group called Please Bring Me Home. The province of Nova Scotia is offering a reward of up to $150,000 for information about their disappearance. At the pumps, the price of gas increased over the weekend for Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. Beginning with Nova Scotia, gas increased by 6.6 cents. The minimum price now $1.84.3. Price of diesel increased by 6.4 cents. The minimum price now $2.13. In New Brunswick, gas increased by 4.8 cents. The maximum price, $1.83.5. And diesel increased by 4.4 cents. The maximum price now $2.21.3 a litre. Prices in PEI did not change. Newfoundland and Labrador's health authority says slowdowns are expected as it rolls out a new electronic information system. NL Health Services began the Core Care system launch over the weekend. The authority says no appointments will be canceled and healthcare services will continue as normal. Core Care's phased launch allows for time to accommodate slowdowns as physicians and staff learn the new system. The rising cost of fertilizer is putting even more pressure on PEI's potato farmers who are already playing catch up. Last year, a lack of rain pulled down production. CTV's Maria Saru has more on this year's setbacks for spring planting.
On this grading line, potatoes keep rolling, but so do the signs of last year's drought. The team is sorting out defects, and farmer Guy Cudmore says one variety is showing rot he believes could be tied to last year's dry weather. Overall, his crop is down about 30%.
We just slow the process down, you put more people on, because you have to try to do a good job. It's certainly going to hurt the bottom line.
Adding to the strain is the Iran war. Fuel to run tractors costs more. The price of fertilizer is climbing too. While some island suppliers purchased product last year, the next bill could be bigger for farmers. And while supply was lower here, across North America, it stayed strong, putting downward pressure on prices.
Farmers are going to have to suck it up.
The PEI Potato Board's Greg Donaldson says growers across PEI saw similar yield losses. Climate change remains one of the industry's biggest challenges, and farmers have spent years improving soil health, rotating crops, and trying drought-resistant varieties.
There's been a lot more interest in looking at supplemental irrigation so long as it can be done responsibly.
He adds, spring brings a reset, a chance to adapt and start again. For Cudmore, that starts here, getting this variety through the line before the next crop is in the ground.
Cudmore plans to start planting in early June, and while he's anxious about the season ahead, he's also hopeful it'll be a better one. Maria Saru, CTV News, North Winslow, Prince Edward Island.
Thank you, Maria.
Oh, potato harvesting come a long way since I was a kid.
Yes, it has.
I would love to visit potato farm in PEI. That would be a good time.
Many to choose from.
Indeed, indeed. All right, want to remind you about our Move Morning Chat, or don't we? Because we're receiving a lot of pictures.
Many.
It's Pet Parents Day. If you're a pet parent, well, it's your day. Show us a photo of your beloved pets. Text us at 10400. We will not be able to get to them all, but we love looking at them. So please do send them our way. Oh, yeah. Wow. We have some already. Amanda, you went and found these. Oh, what?
This is Otto. He's from Lake Loon. Thank you to Sean for sharing the photo of this cutie patootie.
His gentle little coat. I just want to pet his little flocked fur.
So cute. So sweet. And then we've got these two pals. They are Josie and Charlie. They're terriers. They're best buddies. Their mom is Deborah. Look at those smiling faces. And we've got more pairs to show you. Stitch and Nala. Their mom says they love each other so much. Stitch is 3, Nala's 2. And their mom works actually in a nursing home, and she'll bring them in with her. And she says residents, staff just love them. Or Cecile, thank you, is the viewer who sent us in. But we have so many, so we're trying to get as many as we can up and going ready for you. We'll have a big roundup just before 9 o'clock.
I love that Stitch and Nala fur blanket that they were sleeping on. All you can see is their little eyes because it just all blends in. So cute. All right, a reminder about our contest. If you haven't entered yet, this is the time to do so. Wake up and win with CTV Your Morning. We could pay your bills with a massive $20,000. Imagine what you could do with an extra 20 grand. I know I'd love it. Entering is easy. Go to our contest page at ctvatlantic.ca or scan the QR code you're just about to see. There it is. The word today is savings. Input that along with a little info, and you're entered to win. Tune in tomorrow for another chance to win another code word.
You can really pamper your pet with $20,000.
Wouldn't you be able to go on a trip? I love it.
All the things.
I love it.
All right, another break on this sunny Monday. We hope you stick around because Latavia has the details on the double-digit highs we're going to be seeing today, and then also managing menopause. The years preceding and post-menopause can be very difficult for some people to navigate. We'll chat with a registered dietitian about ways to better manage the transition. It's coming up.
Good morning and happy Monday, Atlantic Canada. The time now is 7:42. We're taking a live look at Brookvale. -2 degrees starting off your day. Lots of sunshine, as you can see, really clear skies early this morning. Temperatures expected to rise right across the region, seasonal to above seasonal for our daytime highs. And temperatures already beginning to warm up across the region. As of right now, it is now 4 degrees in Fredericton, -1 in Charlottetown with 1 degree in Halifax, 0 in Sydney, and -1 into St. John's, Newfoundland. So for parts parts of Newfoundland, we are seeing a low chance of some flurry activity early this morning that will clear out into the afternoon, leaving mainly cloudy skies. Other than that, though, lots of sunshine for Atlantic Canada throughout the day today. Into the afternoon, could see some increase in cloudiness, still being left with a mix of sun and cloud for many areas. And temperatures are expected to be quite warm, starting off our day today for our daytime highs. And then into tonight, temperatures will cool back down, still remaining above the freezing mark for many communities. And into Tuesday's forecast, another sunny and very warm day ahead for much of the region. For our daytime highs for New Brunswick, they will range from 12 to 19 degrees today. Clouds will continue to clear out this afternoon. Lots of sunshine across the province. For Prince Edward Island, daytime highs between 8 to 12. Lots of sunshine for the island. And then for Cape Breton and eastern Nova Scotia, lots of the same. Lots of sunshine today. Daytime highs warming from 6 to 16 degrees. And for the rest of Nova Scotia, sunshine sticking around as well. We will be seeing increasing cloudiness into the afternoon. Still being left with a mix of sun and cloud with daytime highs ranging from 9 to 16. For Labrador City, lots of sunshine and a warm up for you as well. 12 degrees is your daytime high with a mix of sun and cloud. 1 degree for St. John's, Newfoundland. We do have that chance of flurry activity early in the morning, clearing out, leaving mainly cloudy skies. Tuesday's forecast during the day, not really much to show you. Lots of sunshine yet again for the region. We are going to see a chance of showers return for the southern region of Nova Scotia into the evening. And then on our forecast for Wednesday, a cloudier day ahead for the Maritime region. We will be seeing showers expected for the southern region of New Brunswick, and we will be seeing temperatures cool back down. That's a look at your weather. I'm going to throw things over to Crystal.
Brought in. Okay, great. Thank you, Latavia. It's 7:44. Now, menopause is a stage of life that can last many years for many people. But research shows women can significantly improve symptoms with things like nutrition, strength training, sleep, and stress management. Our next guest leads by example to help women thrive through menopause transition and beyond. We are pleased to welcome Diana Deblee, a registered dietitian with a focus in menopause and lifestyle. First of all, thanks for coming in, Diana, nice and early.
Thank you for inviting me.
So we are finally starting to talk about menopause as a society. Like, technically, half the population is going to go through it in their life. It's a period of transition, you say. A lot of people, what would be the, how would you describe what menopause is? It's not like a date on the calendar.
It isn't. So perimenopause can last 4 to 10 years. That's an average range. So most women are going through perimenopause in their early 40s, but some women actually experience it in their 30s.
Okay.
So the best time to start is obviously preparing for before those symptoms ramp up in your 30s and your 40s.
All right, so it's really never too early to start thinking about the future.
Yes.
Okay, what are the biggest nutrition mistakes you see women making?
Oh my goodness. So we know that there are many, many symptoms. There are over 100 symptoms that impact women through nutrition, through menopause. And nutrition is obviously one of those factors that will help them. But the biggest mistake I see women is underfueling and not eating enough and restricting, for example, carbohydrates, which are the main source of fuel for our body. So those ways can be so fixable. There are so many solutions to help women through this time frame with nutrition. First of all, I would say nutrition by addition. So we're adding things like nuts and seeds, ensuring we have protein at every meal, and looking at a balanced plate. So half of your plate ideally would be vegetables, some...
Hold that up, Diana.
Sure, some starch, and obviously a great protein source. Protein, we know it's all in the news, but don't forget about the fiber. So the nuts and seeds, as I've mentioned, legumes, whole grains. I like to try different ones. Variety is the spice of life. Your body needs over 40 nutrients every day. So including a variety of foods throughout your week is so important.
All right, well, I think that the biggest mistake you mentioned here, which you have great content on social media, by the way. If you want to get some great recipes and advice, you can follow Diana. But I think that this goes against what so many of us who aren't, a certain age, people in their 40s or 50s, we come from a culture where it was all about avoid the carbs, to eat less and burn more calories than you take in, and you're going to lose weight. Right? These are sort of like the sort of, I guess, myths that we've been told. This does not necessarily work when you hit the menopause age.
Definitely not. Again, it backfires. Then the brain fog and the fatigue, the low energy are almost intensified because your body is not receiving enough fuel, particularly for your brain, your heart. All the different systems are affected by the decreasing amount of hormones through menopause.
Okay, that's a question. How do the hormones, how do the changes in the body that happen around the age of menopause impact what you need to eat?
So many different ways.
Okay.
So the decrease of estrogen, which is the main hormone, affects the way our body affects the way our body is able to deal with nutrients, our blood sugar level, our energy, our brain, how our brain works. All of those different parts of our body are affected. So that's why I said nutrition by addition, adding in different foods, but also focusing on strength training. I love that women can do a minimum of 2 times 20 minutes a week each time of strength training, and they'll see some gains. But also, as you mentioned as well, doing a little cardio. I love skipping, daily movement, joyful movement, things that you love, trying to get daily movement throughout the day. Sleep, for example. There you see me. This took months for me.
Okay, you're doing pull-ups.
Yeah.
It's a heavy weight, Diana. Like, how long did it, for people at home to realize this doesn't happen right away, you just start somewhere, but how long did it take for you to be able to do pull-ups?
It took months and months of different abilities of getting up there. And I really like my motto as well, progress over perfection. There is no perfect way to do this. It's consistent. It's small, doable, practical changes that you can make over your life. You are in postmenopause for the majority of your life. Most women hit menopause at around age 51. So think about it. I want women to age strong. I want them to feel empowered. And I have such a great community online. Seek out the help of health professionals like myself. There are so many things that you can do in your control.
Well, you're proof of it. Okay, we got about 30 seconds left. So somebody out there's like, you're speaking to me. I'm in that age group, but I'm not doing the things. What would be the biggest thing somebody could start doing today to make a difference so they can manage the menopause symptoms better?
Well, I'm a dietitian, of course, the food, but strength training, I really firmly believe you are increasing your muscle mass. So that's going to affect your metabolism, and the changes that you'll feel in your body and your brain are huge. I am a big fan of strength training.
Well, thank you. I just started it about 2 years ago myself. What a difference. I was so intimidated when I started. It's nice to have people like you that you can follow and go along. But one little 10-minute video that you could get for free off YouTube could be the start. You don't have to go crazy.
You don't need to go to a gym. As I said, twice a week, 20 minutes. The research shows that already you're going to make a difference. But I believe once you start, you don't want to stop.
You don't want to stop. Diana, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
We put all of Diana's information on our website so you could follow along, get more information about nutrition and strength training. But right now we'll turn our attention over to health and medical news with Amanda.
Thank you so much, you two. Staying on the health topic, the link between ultra-processed foods and premature death. It's one of the topics in your health. There's more evidence linking the habit of consuming ready-to-eat, ultra-processed foods with premature death. In the U.S., researchers from Harvard found that people who were quick to reach for a sugar fix, at least 7 servings a day, were more likely to die when they checked back in 30 years later. This group was also more likely to pass from brain diseases like dementia. Those foods with the strongest link to death at follow-up included microwavable meats, artificially sweetened beverages, and packaged breakfast items. Researchers add that not all processed foods are created equal, reporting that processed whole grains decrease the death effect. Those who maintained a healthy diet as a whole did not pass prematurely. According to the Alzheimer's Society of Canada, an estimated 771,000 Canadians are living with dementia. Despite advances in continued research, it remains a disease without a current cure, but experts say there are ways to reduce the risk of developing the disease. Healthy habits, including protecting your head from injuries, challenging your mind, getting regular exercise, eating fresh food, being smoke-free, staying socially engaged, and getting good quality sleep can help.
It's not one thing or another, but it's actually bringing those things together and starting to make small changes as you can to really get to that place of having the activities that are going to benefit your brain health long term.
Experts say it's also important to recognize Alzheimer's and other dementia symptoms early and receive treatment, because the earlier treatment is given, the better outcome for current therapies.
And now we'd like to introduce you to the Maritimers who are marking milestones today. It's a 50th anniversary for Frank and Gloria Hillier of New Glasgow, Nova Scotia.
Oh my gosh, what a great photo. Congratulations, Hilliers. And it's the 63rd anniversary for Graydon and Janine Kierstead of Berwick, New Brunswick. Wow, look at this photo taken 63 years ago. What a beautiful couple.
Beautiful. Happy anniversary. And it's a 100th birthday for Cecilia Doucette of Wedgeport, Nova Scotia. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. 100 candles on the birthday cake. We love this. Now, to see your milestone again or find out how to submit one, visit our website by scanning the QR code on your screen. And a reminder that milestones must be received at least 2 weeks in advance.
All right, it's time now to explore an underwater world most of us have never seen.
CTV's Paul Hollingsworth has more on the deep dive into what lies beneath the Halifax Harbor.
Whenever Wayne Joy has a free moment, this is what he loves to do.
I average about 150 dives a year.
On every dive, he brings his underwater camera.
I describe it as therapy. When you're down there, you're weightless, you're just floating along.
Joy is always busy taking pictures and recently sharing colorful images of the deep ocean water of Halifax Harbor.
Stuff that people don't expect to see here in the waters around Nova Scotia. We see a lot of small stuff, nudibranchs, shrimp, and those sort of things. And as the water warms, we're going to start seeing bigger fish coming in. The lobster will return, and then they just keep getting bigger and more unusual.
These pictures also highlight the fact that Halifax Harbor is a healthy and thriving marine environment, which wasn't always the case. In 2008, a sewage treatment facility began cleaning up the heavily polluted harbor. The result is a prosperous environment, conducive to growth for numerous species, organisms, and blooms of vegetation.
We've actually done some environmental DNA studies in the harbor, and we've detected over 40 species of fish, as well as nearly 100 species of invertebrates, ranging from tiny little plankton to, again, things like sea stars and larger mussels and crabs.
Joy calls it a photographer's paradise.
Life has taken off down there.
Taking and sharing these pictures is his favorite hobby.
For people that don't get to go themselves or have yet to have the opportunity,
it's a stunning snapshot of underwater life in the North Atlantic. Paul Hollingsworth, CTV News, Halifax.
Taking a look at our 3-day forecast, starting off in New Brunswick yet again, 17 degrees starting off as your daytime high, I should say. And lots of sunshine across the province. Remains above seasonal on Tuesday with a high of 18. We do have a chance of showers for the southern region of the province into the evening. On Wednesday, 10 degrees with scattered showers right across the province. For Nova Scotia, 12 degrees today with sunshine. 11 on Tuesday. Sunny skies for much of the province, but into the evening we do have a chance of showers for the Tri-County area. 9 degrees on Wednesday. We will be seeing some sunshine, but also increasing cloudiness, and a chance of showers returns for Cape Breton. For Prince Edward Island, 11 degrees today with sunshine. 14 degrees across the island with sunshine yet again on Tuesday. 11 degrees on Wednesday. Cloudy skies expected. Time now is 7:55. We'll be right back right after this.
The #1 morning show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3 Virgin Radio.
It's Monday, April 27th. Today on Your Morning Atlantic, 3 people are dead following a weekend house fire in Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia. Details in your top news headlines in just a few moments.
And Mother's Day gift ideas from Best Buy. Mom's Special Day is only a few weeks away, and we'll get great suggestions she's sure to love. Those stories and more just ahead on the Monday edition of Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada. Thank you so much for joining us. Maybe some good ideas, too, for the mom in your family. You saw the Garmin watch there. It's always funny, on Mother's Day is the Fredericton Marathon. So a lot of moms and families busy doing that in a few weeks. So anyways, stay tuned.
Yep. Every time I see a Garmin, I think of you now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, so it's fancy. So fancy.
I think it might be time for me to move into that world.
Honestly.
Like being able to track my actual stuff.
It sounds so much better than the current watch I have. So.
Oh, no. You know, I got an old Garmin that still works really well. I can... I'll hit you up. Yeah. What a time, though, too, to be outside.
Oh, my goodness.
No matter the activity you do, or maybe if you work outside as well, because the conditions have been so nice. We're entering double-digit territory.
Yay!
Yeah.
Tell us more, Latavia.
Glorious. Honestly, so excited because the sunshine will be sticking around for much of the region today. Temperatures already beginning to rise, and as Amanda mentioned, double digits, some way above seasonal. As of right now, here's a live look at St. John, New Brunswick. A bit of cloud cover starting off the day. 5 degrees, though. We will be seeing clouds continue to clear out. Lots of sunshine in store for you as well. 4 degrees right now in Fredericton, -1 in Charlottetown, 1 degree in Halifax starting off the day, 5 degrees in Yarmouth, and -1 into St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. Not really much to show you. We did have a chance of flurries early in the morning for parts of Newfoundland. Other than that, though, that will clear out, leaving mainly cloudy skies, and we will be seeing that sunshine sticking around into the afternoon for many areas today. A light wind for all 3 maritime provinces, nothing above 15 kilometers per hour right now in Canso, 13 in Yarmouth, 11 in Shelburne and Halifax. No wind gusts to report. We'll take another look at your forecast just ahead. First, a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. 3 people are dead following a house fire Saturday morning in Lower Sackville. Police say emergency crews responded to the blaze on Manor Drive just before 4 a.m. When officers arrived on scene, they tried to enter the home but were unable to because of the intense smoke. Firefighters were able to get inside and removed 3 people from the home. Life-saving measures were attempted, but all 3 died, including a 38-year-old woman, 43-year-old man, and 73-year-old woman. The cause of the fire is under investigation. A suspect and Halifax police officer were taken to hospital Sunday after a short pursuit ended in a crash. This is a look at the damage in the end. An HRP spokesperson says 2 officers in a patrol vehicle on Nora Bernard Street spotted a suspect on a bike wanted in connection to an alleged theft at the Quinpool Superstore just moments earlier. Police say they turned on their lights and siren, followed the bike onto Maynard Street, and then collided with the suspect on the bike before hitting a power pole. The suspect and officer were taken to hospital with undisclosed injuries. A second officer was also treated on scene by EHS. Searchers were back in the woods in Lansdowne Station Sunday as the search for Lily and Jack Sullivan continues almost 1 year after the siblings were first reported missing. Roughly 50 people scoured the woods looking for any sign of 6-year-old Lily and 4-year-old Jack. A cadaver dog was also involved in the search. The Sullivan children were reported missing from their Gairloch Road home on the morning of May 2nd, 2025. A large air, ground, and water search took place, but the 2 children have never been found. The weekend search was conducted by the Ontario-based group called Please Bring Me Home. The province of Nova Scotia is offering a reward of up to $150,000 for information about their disappearance. At the pumps, the price of gas and diesel increased over the weekend for Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. Beginning with the Halifax area, gas increased by 6.6 cents. The minimum price now $1.84.3. Price of diesel increased by 6.4 cents. The minimum price now $2.13. And in New Brunswick, gas increased by 4.8 cents. The maximum price $1.83.5. And diesel increased by 4.4 cents. The maximum price now $2.21.3 a liter. Last week, we told you about a popular tourist destination in southeast New Brunswick that won't be open to the public this year. And as CTV's Derek Haggett explains, that has people living in the area very upset.
It's one of the most beautiful and breathtaking places in the whole province. But Cape Enrage will be closed this summer. Terrible news for the tourism-driven community.
They're gonna suffer.
The Cape Enrage Board of Directors announced last week it will not be open this season, saying it was denied around $100,000 in provincial funding.
It's a big loss to our community. It's a loss for the economy, and it's an attraction that we're going to lose 20 to 25,000 guests that come every year.
The mayor, who also sits on the board, says the province's offer of $30,000 to run the operation this year simply isn't enough. That hits hard for Elisa Steves, who was married at Cape Enrage.
It's not only personal for us, it's personal for our community. A lot of our friends and our loved ones have worked in Cape and Rage in the past, and they still do, and now they're without jobs.
The province says it's unfortunate the board has decided to cease operations.
We're all going to lose. It doesn't make sense that the government won't help us a little bit, because it's just going to help the tourism economy so much more.
The closure could be devastating for this winery located just down the road.
TripAdvisor a number of years ago voted Cape and Rage one of the top views in Canada. So people were coming from all over the world to visit.
The mayor says he doesn't see any scenario where Cape and Rage's season can be saved.
We're family in Alberta County, so this closure, it affects all of us.
Derek Haggett, CTV News, Waterside, New Brunswick.
Thank you, Derek. Finally on the pitch, the Halifax Tides were home for the first time this season, and fans were ready to welcome them back. This is their second season in the Northern Super League. On Saturday, the Tides took on the Ottawa Rapid at the Wanderers grounds on a chilly and blustery day, but that did not stop the large crowd from enjoying a 3-1 Halifax victory. And if you missed it, the Tides, they're back at home on Victoria Day for a game there. Nice to see the Tides are back, and with a win at home. What a way to start this season.
Love the teal.
Yeah.
Teal, keeping it real.
Yes.
Love that. Okay, we got a fantastic contest to remind you about right now. Wake up and win with CTV Your Morning. We could pay your bills with a massive $20,000. So, would you like to win? Yes, of course you do. To enter, head to the contest page at ctvatlantic.ca or scan the QR code you're about to see on your screen in a second. And you just have to enter the code word, which today is savings. There's that code, or go to our website and find the little contest page up at the top. Good luck to you. Every single day of the contest, you'll get a code word during the week when we have our show. And you just watch, you get the word, you enter, you could win. I would love to say your name on TV.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, and hand the big novelty check.
Oh, yes, I would love that.
And get a picture with you with the giant
just
check.
dump like a money bag. I don't think it comes that way.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here on Your Morning Atlantic. Coming up, we're going to check in with Brianne again, who's live from Tim Hortons as well, talking about the Smile Cookie fundraiser that's kicking off today and lasting for the week. But first, this is putting our smile on our faces too. This sunshine and the warm temperatures. This is a live look at sunny skies in Backwell Point, Nova Scotia. Boy, we love a good lighthouse here on the East Coast. Latavia has the forecast right after this.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada, and happy Monday. The time now is 8:11. We're taking a live look at a sunny start to the day over in Fredericton. Already 5 degrees early this morning. We are going to see temperatures rise above seasonal for your daytime highs. We are going to see that sunshine as well sticking around across much of the region. It is 4 degrees starting off your day in Charlottetown and Sydney, so you can already see temperatures already beginning to rise over there as well. 3 degrees starting off your day in Halifax, -3 over in Labrador City, and -1 into St. John's, Newfoundland. This warm air is going to move right across the region today, really helping to warm things up. Seasonal to above seasonal for our daytime highs. Lots of sunshine for much of Atlantic Canada as well today. We do have a bit of flurry activity early this morning for parts of Newfoundland, but that will clear out, leaving mainly cloudy skies. And we are going to see those temperatures really warm up for our daytime highs into the afternoon. And then into this evening, temperatures will cool back down, but still remaining above the freezing mark for many communities. And that takes us into our forecast for Tuesday. Another sunny and warm day is ahead. So if you're wondering about those daytime highs for New Brunswick, they will range around 12 to 19 degrees today. A mix of sun and clouds starts off the day. Clouds will continue to clear out, leaving lots of sunshine into the afternoon. For Prince Edward Island, highs between 8 to 12. Sunny skies across the island today. And for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, also seeing lots of sunshine, with daytime highs ranging from 6 to 16. For the rest of Nova Scotia, sunny skies with increasing cloudiness into the afternoon, being left with a mix of sun and cloud. Daytime highs will range from 9 to 16 degrees being the warmest into Middleton. And for Labrador City, actually a warm day ahead today. 12 degrees is your daytime high with a mix of sun and cloud, and 1 degree for St. John's, Newfoundland. We do have that flurry activity early in the morning, but we'll clear out, leaving mainly cloudy skies. So for forecast on Tuesday, as I had mentioned, a beautiful sunny day for much of Atlantic Canada. Temperatures will be quite warm as well. And then into the evening hours, we will be seeing a low chance of showers return for the southern region of Nova Scotia. Wednesday's forecast, a cloudier day ahead for the Maritimes at least. Temperatures will cool down below seasonal yet again, and we will be seeing a chance of showers for parts of New Brunswick. That's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to Crystal.
Thank you so much, Latavia. It's time to remind you how you can connect with us. You can email us at yourmorningatlantic@ctv.ca or text anytime. 10400 is the way to do that. And yeah, today we're gathering your pet photos for our Move Morning Chat, but you're welcome to email us anything. You've got events, you've got comments, you've got questions, and of course, let us know what's happening in your neck of the woods. All right, let's take a look at now with what Latavia has.
If you can believe it, Mother's Day is just around the corner. If you are looking for gift ideas, why not head over to Best Buy? Our partner and lifestyle contributor, Nikki Anastasakis, joins us to share suggestions from wellness to tech and beyond. Good morning, Nikki.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, we're very excited to see what you have for us today. So I know there's a new Garmin watch. So what makes it stand out from other smartwatches on the market?
Yes, first item I want to talk about is the Garmin Venue 4. I am in fact wearing it. This is an incredible new watch of theirs. It helps you really understand your body better, help you make better health decisions, and log your health trends, your lifestyle changes to see how it affects your well-being. It has a health status feature, which helps you track things like your heart rate, HRV, respiration, and more to see if you are perhaps getting sick, tracking illness, or if you're adding stress to your body. There's also a lifestyle logging feature, which helps you log things like your caffeine and alcohol consumption and view reports on how this is impacting your sleep, your stress, your HRV. There's more than 80 preloaded activities on here, like running, walking, and pickleball, believe it or not. 12 days of battery life. This is key, so no need to charge your watches every night. A few models of the Venue 4 are actually currently on sale, and you can visit garmin.com to learn more and purchase.
That sounds incredible. I think I'm going to need to make a switch for sure. All right, so right beside you there, you have the Ninja Blend Boss. It's so compact. Tell us about it.
This is the Ninja Blend Boss Tumbler portable blender. It's perfect for moms on the go. Super aesthetic as well. You can whip up frozen drinks, smoothies, and so much more. It has an auto IQ feature, so with one touch, you click the button, your smoothie is done. Take any guesswork out of blending. And then you can add the lid, the leak-proof tumbler on the go, sip it directly from the vessel. And that vessel actually fits right into your car holder as well, your cup holder. So that's what I love about it. So yeah, this one's a really nice, compact, and really cute-looking blender for mom.
Absolutely, a win is a win. So this one next to you looks kind of like a luxurious gift. What does it actually do?
Yes. This is the Therabody Smart Goggles 2.0. These are designed to enhance relaxation and promote better sleep. Perfect for giving a mom an at-home spa treatment. Uses a combination of compression, massage, heat, and vibration on the forehead, eyebrows, and temples to reduce stress and alleviate eye strain. The cushioning around the eyes lets you blink and move your eyes freely without any pressure. So there you go. You can see I tested it with my mom, and she just felt so relaxed. So your moms must get this and feel the same too.
Elevating your nighttime routine. I love it. And you also have a personalized and meaningful gift option. Tell us more about this frame.
This is the Aura Carver Wi-Fi digital photo frame. It is a thoughtful gift if you're celebrating your mother figure from afar. You can connect to Wi-Fi and share photos directly from your devices through the Aura app. So download the app. You can have unlimited cloud photo storage via the Aura app. Means there are no limits to what you share. You know, no longer, we don't need SD cards to upload into our photo frames. This does it right in the app, and that's what's different about it. And, you know, I'm sure your mom will be really happy to see some beautiful memories on there that for the whole family to enjoy.
Absolutely. I keep meaning to take my pictures off my phone and frame them. This way, I don't have to do all that work. Amazing. Thank you so much, Nikki.
It's super easy. You're welcome. Again, everything here, bestbuy.ca. Lots of things are on sale. You can also visit Garmin.com to purchase the watch. So many great gifts for mom this Mother's Day.
Absolutely.
Move Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekday mornings on Move 100. The most fun in the morning. And home of the $1,000 minute. Only on Move 100 Halifax.
Welcome back. We're still at Tim Hortons, but we have a special guest you might know. Star Cunningham has joined us, of course, from the Mental Health Association of Nova Scotia. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
And we welcome back Victoria because she made such great cookies earlier, so she's going to be helping us design these as well. So one of the organizations that receives donations from these cookies is the Anchor Youth Space. That is correct, right?
Absolutely.
So Victoria, what does the Anchor Youth Space do?
The Anchor Youth Space, honestly, it's a one-stop shop with free rapid access care for mental health. Basically serves everything from sourcing homes, helping kids make meals. It's honestly a place of connectivity for youth to just come together and connect because, you know, these days, like, it's hard. Everything's compounded when it comes to the youth, and it's a place where they can come together and they get the resources they need.
Of course, this year, mental health is a huge focus. What does the Mental Health Foundation, thank you, do here in the community?
We support programs all across the province, but specifically in HRM, because this is an HRM campaign. And like Victoria said about the Anchor Youth Hub, that's a place for kids to go to access services. We support community programming in their communities, so allowing them to attend support services and access and just get together for those things, like you said, socializing within their own communities.
Star, you said it's been a few years since you've actually done these, so we need to see you actually in action.
No pressure.
No pressure whatsoever.
We should have done a trial run, you know?
No, it's way better on live TV. Yeah. We already know you're a pro, so you're going to keep going with these.
Okay.
But as we continue here, obviously cookies are natural. Look at this.
Yeah, natural. It won't come off the tip of the bag. Come on.
Cookies are great for mental health, in my personal opinion.
Yes.
But why do these end up putting smiles on people's faces, Star?
What's not to love about a cookie? So let's look at it from this angle. You buy the cookie, you eat the cookie, you're happy. That's good for your mental health. By buying the cookie, you're supporting kids who really need an opportunity to be kids, to access services that they need, where they need them, when they need them. That makes me smile.
And it makes me smile too. My smile cookies are kind of horrifying. Yours is amazing. Look at how happy that one is.
Yeah, but his eyeball might fall off. I might have to push it on there.
That's okay. Your eyeball can stay off. Of course, we do know that Smile Cookie goes on all week, so you can visit any Tim Hortons across the region, and you can purchase Smile Cookies for $2, and those funds are going to be going towards multiple mental health associations across Nova Scotia, but of course across Canada as well. And this is 30 years. What a way to celebrate.
It's remarkable.
Are you gonna eat? I'm gonna eat one of yours.
I was gonna ask,
can we eat? Are we gonna eat? We're gonna eat these cookies. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers to making a difference.
Cheers to making a difference. You guys better get some back at the studio because I'm not probably bringing you any.
I'll send you some. I'll send you some.
Star is a woman of her word. I know we're going to get those cookies. All right, it's 8:24. Now, a woman recently attempted to make history in the U.S. by skydiving into a new record. What makes the story even more remarkable is that the woman lives with a severe disability. ABC's Danny New has more on her big leap for inclusivity.
You are watching a potentially record-setting skydive by a daredevil who does not have control of her arms, legs, or tongue.
What was the speed she hit?
125 miles an hour, I believe.
Whoa, Tanya.
Over the weekend, Tanya Finlayson, who has cerebral palsy, jumped from nearly 18,000 feet and reached 125 miles per hour. Upon confirmation, those should both be Washington state records for what is called a drogue fall, which is basically a tandem jump.
Look right on target. Look how close we were.
When Tanya landed, her husband, Ken, was waiting to celebrate with her.
It feels really special and honestly a bit surreal.
I sent questions ahead of time to Tanya, who uses a communication system she helped create called the Tandem Master. Essentially, sensors interpret the back of her head's movements in Morse code.
What do you enjoy about skydiving?
Skydiving feels like freedom to me. For a little while, I am not defined by my disability or the obstacles I face on the ground.
In fact, skydiving is also what brought Tanya and Ken together, who, like many couples in the late 90s, started messaging on AOL before running into each other at a drop zone. While Ken says he was a little hesitant at first.
It's a little bit intimidating, but as I got to know her, her strengths outshine her weaknesses very quickly.
And on Friday, nearly 30 years later, Tanya had Ken and their son by her side in the plane. Technically, Ken and Michael jumped out about 5,000 feet earlier, but this was their first jump together as a family.
Skydiving is one of the rare experiences where we can all fully participate side by side, and that means everything to me.
Up next, Tanya told me she has some ideas for pulling off a solo jump without her tandem instructor. She said, quote, "This is what life is about, continuing to reach for what feels possible." In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
Taking another look at our 3-day forecast for New Brunswick, a high of 17 degrees today. Lots of sunshine across the province. On Tuesday, sunny skies remain with a high of 18. We do have evening showers expected for the southern region of the province. Then on Wednesday, a chance of scattered showers across the province with a high of 10. For Nova Scotia, 12 degrees today with sunshine. Sunshine remains in the forecast on Tuesday with a high of 11. We do have evening showers expected for the Tri-County area. And then on Wednesday, sunshine with increasing cloudiness, looking at scattered showers for Cape Breton Island, cooling down below seasonal to 9. For Prince Edward Island, 11 degrees today with sunshine, warming up above seasonal on Tuesday to 14 degrees. On Wednesday, cloudy skies with a high of 11.
Still ahead, the Barra McNeels 40th anniversary tour. The Cape Breton Celtic Band is bringing their signature sound back home. We'll get details on the special performances and what you can expect in about 15 minutes here on the Monday edition of Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada. Thank you so much for joining us. The time now is 8:30. Still a half hour left of the show, and then you can get outside and go enjoy the sunshine.
Oh my gosh, what a treat.
Oh, yeah.
What a treat.
Finally.
I don't know what I'm going to do with myself today. I did so much yard work yesterday. I got it all done.
Well, then you can now sit in the sun and enjoy its glow. How about that?
I think I will. I actually am going to go to the gym with my husband today.
Good for
you.
you.
But after we get the lift in, yes.
Exactly.
We'll kick up our feet and have a little relaxing, little bevy in the sun.
She's also a woman of her word. It is true. I ran into her husband and Crystal at the gym on Friday night.
They're just, even on a Friday, we went to the gym, which was great.
Yes.
But a walk outside will be nice today.
Absolutely. Get some fresh air. Definitely seeing a warm up today. Temperatures are already starting to rise, and then they're going to rise even further. Double digits for much of the region. Here's a live look at Port aux Basques. As you can see, much of Newfoundland will be seeing clear, sunny skies as well. And then parts of Newfoundland also seeing a low chance of some flurries, but already beginning to clear out and seeing a bit of a cloudier day ahead. But lots of sunshine in store for much of Atlantic Canada. And as I mentioned, temperatures are already beginning to rise. As of right now, it is 5 degrees heading outdoors in Fredericton, with 4 in Charlottetown and Sydney, 3 degrees right now in Halifax, -3 over in Labrador City. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. As I mentioned, not really much to show you, as we are going to see lots of sunshine sticking around throughout the day today. And in terms of the wind, for all 3 maritime provinces, remaining quite light throughout your day today. As of right now, 19 kilometers per hour in Lunenburg, 17 in Yarmouth, 15 in St. John, New Brunswick, and in Halifax, with 11 in Sydney and Canso. No wind gusts to report, and we'll take one last look at your forecast just ahead. But first, one last look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. And we begin in Nova Scotia. 3 people are dead following a house fire early Saturday morning in Lower Sackville. Police say emergency crews responded to the blaze on Manor Drive just before 4 a.m. When officers arrived on scene, they tried to enter the home but were unable to because of the intense smoke. Firefighters were able to get inside and removed 3 people from the home. Life-saving measures were attempted, but all 3 died. That included a 38-year-old woman, a 43-year-old man, and a 73-year-old woman. How the fire started is under investigation. A suspect and Halifax police officer were taken to hospital Sunday after a short pursuit ended in a crash. An HRP spokesperson says 2 officers in a patrol vehicle on Nora Bernard Street spotted a suspect on a bike wanted in connection to an alleged theft at the Quinpool Superstore just moments earlier. Police say they turned on their lights and siren, followed the bike onto Maynard Street, then collided with the suspect on the bike before hitting a power pole. The suspect and officer were taken to hospital with undisclosed injuries. A second officer was treated on scene by EHS. Searchers were back in the woods in Lansdowne Station over the weekend as the search for Lily and Jack Sullivan continues almost 1 year after the siblings were first reported missing. About 50 people scoured the woods looking for any sign of the 6- and 4-year-old. A cadaver dog was also part of the search. The Sullivan children were reported missing from their home on the morning of May 2nd, 2025. A large air, ground, and water search took place, but the 2 children have never been found. The weekend search was conducted by the Ontario-based group called Please Bring Me Home. The province of Nova Scotia is offering a reward of up to $150,000 for information about their disappearance. At the pumps, the price of gas and diesel increased over the weekend for 2 maritime provinces. In Nova Scotia, gas increased by 6.6 cents. The minimum price in the Halifax area, now $1.84.3. Price of diesel increased by 6.4 cents. The minimum price, now $2.13. In New Brunswick, gas increased by 4.8 cents. The maximum price, now $1.83.5. And diesel increased by 4.4 cents. The maximum price, now $2.21.3. Prices did not change over the weekend in PEI. Newfoundland and Labrador's health authority says slowdowns are expected as it rolls out a new electronic information system. NL Health Services began the Core Care System launch over the weekend. The authority says no appointments will be canceled and healthcare services will continue as normal. Core Care's phased launch allows for time to accommodate slowdowns as physicians and staff learn the new system. In Halifax, the Freedom of the City ceremony took place over the weekend. The event highlights the cooperation between the city and its long history with the military. And as CTV's Jonathan McGuinness reports, this year's parade also included a change of command.
The scarlet coats of the Princess Louise Fusiliers marched through the streets of Halifax on Saturday. The parade was part of the Freedom of the City celebration that highlights the trust, respect, and bond between citizens and the local regiment.
We have a very long history here with the military, and we are a military town, so having that special relationship between the city and our armed forces is something that I think deserves respect and acknowledgement.
The procession began at Artillery Park with the Fusiliers winding their way through the streets before ending up at Grand Parade.
It's where the troops formed up to go to World War II, and it's a real special ceremony when we're able to continue that tradition.
The ceremony also marked a change of command. Lieutenant Colonel Rhonda Matthews has led the regiment for the last 4 years.
Many soldiers have went on deployments, including myself. I got to go to Africa several times working with women's initiatives in Rwanda, Uganda, and Ghana.
Incoming Commander Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Stone joined the military more than 17 years ago. He admits he has big shoes to fill.
We're prepared and always will be prepared to serve Canada and its interests both domestically and internationally.
3 cheers for Lieutenant Colonel Matthews! Hip, hip, hooray!
The traditional outgoing salute was given to Lieutenant Colonel Matthews as the regiment that was formed in 1869 welcomes its newest commander. Jonathan McGuinness, CTV News, Halifax.
Thank you, Jonathan. And that is your last look at your news on this Monday morning. And coming up in a few minutes, too, we're going to have your viewer texts Lots of animal photos.
Yay,
Oh, yeah.
right. Looking
Buckle
forward
up.
to that. Okay, this is not local, but it is a sign of the times. Christmas, months away, of course, but Radio City Music Hall is getting ready by auditioning a new class of Rockettes.
Wow.
I love the Rockettes, so I chose this, so indulge me. More than 1,100 hopefuls showed up to audition for the famous Rockettes dance troupe in New York City. The Christmas Spectacular celebrated 100 years last season, so judges are looking for new dancers to bring the troupe into the next century of entertaining. Dancers have to showcase versatility, strength, and personality to make the cut. Many returning year after year to try again. And those who don't get chosen might qualify for the Rockettes development program.
Whoa.
But cool. There's just 1,100. How do they find the few?
Right, and how, I mean, you obviously have to be talented just to get to that point. How do you stand out? Like,
exactly.
Yes, I'm the one with the cutout and back.
Yeah.
I'm the one
right?
I know, I
think
guess.
it's the extra pizzazz they're looking for.
Yeah.
Kimmy.
Anyway.
Wow.
Got to see the show. It's a good time.
All right, we're going to talk about events taking place in our neck of the woods with the community calendar. So you can come out and enjoy a game of badminton in Dieppe. Every Monday and Wednesday, you can attend a free game. All you need to do is bring your own racket and birdies. For more information, head over to their website. And we also have, mark your calendars, as the PEI Provincial Heritage Fair is fast approaching. This is on Thursday, April 30th. You can attend and celebrate Canadian heritage by viewing student projects and celebrating students' achievements with a closing ceremony as well. And a spirited new comedy will take the stage at the Neptune Theatre. This Wednesday, The Ghost of Violet Shaw is a Victorian-era parody and will weave together love, loss, hauntings, and chaos. The show will start from April 28th until May 24th. For tickets, head over to their website. And if you do have an upcoming event, send us the details. We'd love to promote it. Your Morning Atlantic at ctv.ca.
And speaking of events, too, coming up next, the Barra McNeels. They're celebrating 4 decades of music with a special tour. We'll get the details from Stuart McNeil right after this break and after the forecast. That's coming up.
Welcome back and happy Monday. The time now is 8:42. We're taking a live look at Burnt Coat Head. Clear skies early this morning. Lots of sunshine starting off your day. Already 4 degrees in your area. So we are seeing temperatures rise across Atlantic Canada early this morning. As of right now, 5 degrees heading outdoors in Fredericton with 4 in Charlottetown and Sydney. 3 degrees in Halifax, -3 in Labrador City, and -1 starting off your day in St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's a look at our forecast timeline. As you can see here, lots of clear skies for much of the region. Sunshine throughout your day today. We do have a low chance of some flurry activity for Newfoundland. Already beginning to clear out, though, leaving some mainly cloudy skies. Into the afternoon, much of the same, but those daytime highs really warming up as we see that warm air move through the region over the next couple of days. Double digits for some, above seasonal as well. And then into tonight, pretty clear skies with a few clouds returning as we head towards midnight. We are going to see temperatures cool back down yet again, still remaining above the freezing mark for many communities. Tuesday's forecast, another beautiful, sunny, warm day ahead. If you're wondering about those daytime highs, here's a look at Fredericton, ranging from 12 to 19 degrees. Starting off with a mix of sun and cloud. Clouds will continue to clear out. Lots of sunshine across the province. For Prince Edward Island, same thing. We're looking at sunny skies throughout your day today. Daytime highs between 8 to 12. For Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, daytime highs will range from 6 to 16. And lots of sunshine extending right across Nova Scotia today. Increasing cloudiness into the afternoon, but still being left with a mix of sun and cloud. Daytime highs between 9 to 16 degrees. A warm day ahead for Labrador City as well, with 12 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud, and 1 degree for St. John's, Newfoundland, looking at a chance of flurries that are already beginning to clear out, leaving mainly cloudy skies. So Tuesday's forecast, another beautiful sunny day ahead for much of the region. Temperatures on the warmer side, cooling back down on Wednesday. So Tuesday night, we are going to see a chance of showers for the southern region of Nova Scotia. Temperatures cool back down, taking us into Wednesday, below seasonal daytime highs. A cloudier day ahead for the Maritime region. We do have a chance of showers for parts of New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Labrador, still seeing sunshine and temperatures seasonal for the most part, Crystal.
Thank you so much. It's 8:44. Now, the beloved award-winning Cape Breton Celtic group, the Barra McNeels, are bringing their 40th anniversary tour back home to the East Coast with 7 shows in a month. It's a concert and a reflection on their life in music. Here to tell us more, Stuart McNeil, a member of the Barra McNeels. So happy to have you in studio. Congratulations.
Well, thank you so much. Great to be here.
And you and your family still live in Cape Breton, you were telling me.
We do. We live around parts of Sydney area through Myra and on the north side. Yeah.
Incredible that you're still there. It's incredible that you're still making music 40 years later. Are you surprised at that?
I'm. It's baffling in many ways because, of course, 40 years, a lot of things have happened in 40 years. But I think it's remarkable just the fact that the four of us are still playing music. But not only that, is that as a family, and it's been a great ride. And boy, we've traveled a lot over the years, and we have extraordinary fans who do support us and encourage us to keep making music.
Yes, well, the first album came out in 1986. Now, you were telling me that you come from a musical family, that your parents made it a priority to make sure that you and your siblings did learn music. Tell us a bit about the whole beginnings of this.
Well, we were exposed to a lot of music when we were young, and my mother's family in particular, they grew up in Washtenaw, and they were very much Hi, we're the Barra McNeels. Celebrated traditional musicians. They had the first piano in their community. It was very much a gathering place for traditional fiddle players, of course. And my mom was a fantastic traditional Cape Breton step dancer and teacher, and that was our beginnings. And after that, we started playing at pubs and places like that. Used to come to Halifax and stay for a week at a time, and like playing places like the Lower Deck. And at the time, there was a great club called the Flamingo.
Yeah.
We really we had some wonderful time during that era. And I think it's the fact that we had such a good time that we continue making music.
Well, you are going to go on a very ambitious tour. First of all, tell us about the big award and then the tour after that.
Well, we are receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award. Can you believe it? That's on May 21st in Sydney at the gala show of the ECMAs. And the following day, we kick off the tour at the Rebecca Cohn, of course, in Halifax on May 22nd. And then we continue. We're in Port Hawkesbury, Moncton, Truro, and many other stops along the way.
Yeah, everybody's excited. I know that your Christmas show is always a big hit, and so many fans, longtime fans, people that I know that just have been following the Barra McNeels from the very, very beginning. When you're touring, what's that like for you? Is it fun?
Is
it
fun.
exhausting? Is it both?
It can be very exhausting. It certainly has you up early in the morning and sometimes up late at night. So
For sure.
It's good.
And you're with your siblings. I mean, that can't be easy.
Well, it's funny. I think one thing I've discovered is that as we get older, we certainly appreciate each other more, and we've figured out how to get along. And it is wonderful. It's a great support. I think sometimes, as a lot of people in bands know, is that you do have that support sometimes. I think it must be a little trickier sometimes if you're a solo artist.
Absolutely. Deep, deep, deep love and respect, despite the fact that maybe you might bicker over, you know, who knows what.
Yeah.
But that's as siblings do. All right. Now, you have met and worked with some extraordinary people over the years. Maybe touch on a few memories in 40 years together.
Well,
some celebs you've worked with.
I think one thing that really a lot of people discovered is when we had just signed a deal with Polygram Records, and we did an opener for Celine Dion in Toronto and through the Maritimes, and yeah, we've done a lot of crazy gigs over the years. We've opened for the Dewey Brothers before in Quebec.
Wow.
And of course, Rita McNeil was a very close friend of ours, and the early days we did shows with the Rankins.
Yes.
And wow, there's Kenny Rogers. We opened for Kenny Rogers. We did a lot of other stuff. We recorded one of Bruce Coburn's songs that Bruce Coburn played on, actually a song from Cape Breton movie, Going Down the Road.
Classic.
There's just so many. 40 years is hard to sum up.
40 years? Well, 40 years is a long time, but you seem to be still going strong. Will it continue for as long as possible?
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Well, this has been a wonderful little trip down memory lane, and people can go along with you at the show. The show will be music and stories and memories.
It will be, and the band is sounding amazing. I'm always amazed at how everybody's singing. Lucy, people say all the time that Lucy's vocals are, she's a better singer now than she ever was, and I agree with that. And it's a great. We have a lot of different instruments. We have a lot of fun with the show.
Well, no doubt. Well, I can't wait to see it in person myself. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
Break a leg on the
Thank
tour.
you.
All the details about the tour are on our website. 40th anniversary. Holy moly. It's 8:50. We'll take a little break and be back to wrap up the show right after this.
The #1 morning show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3 Virgin Radio.
Welcome back. We have so many pet photos to show you. I can't wait to show you our last one, Steve.
Steve's
a hoot.
Before we tell you about Steve, though, we do have a last bit of news to share with you. There's a huge power outage happening in peninsular Halifax right now. Nova Scotia Power is reporting 7,769 customers in peninsular Halifax without power. Their website says it's a transmission interruption. That is the cause behind it. More details, we don't have it. The restoration time is around 1 o'clock this afternoon right now. So if you're without power, maybe you're heading into work, you're heading into the downtown city, just a heads up that there is a huge power outage to that.
Check businesses and such.
Check businesses, right? Not everyone has a generator. Okay, you're ready for some cute animal pictures?
Let's do it.
Buckle up. Okay, let's begin. Duke and Rue. The shepherd is 13 years old. The kitty cat Rue is 8. This is from Millie and says they're best friends.
Aww.
Look at this group photo.
Yeah.
Hello.
Wow.
This is from Beach Point PEI, thanks to Charlene, Mabel, Angus, Lyra, Harry, Lola, and Ralph.
It's a big gang.
That's
so cute. Fun group.
Love that. All perfectly poised. This is Lucy and Quinn.
Aww.
Yeah, they all came from the SPCA. And that's from Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Proud pet mom there. This is little Lou. Now, Brandon said that they did say goodbye to Lou last month. Crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. That's a hard thing to go through. But as you can tell, those memories live on. Lots of love.
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Good stories. These two, Char and Willow. Char is short for Chardonnay and is 13. And Willow, the cat, is her bestie. Cat's 12 years old.
Oh.
Yeah. What was it the viewer said? It cost me a DQ blizzard to be able to pick the animals' names out myself. Kids had some doozies picked out. So she had to bribe them. That's from Jennifer in St. John. And then coming up, look at this cutie patootie, Jade. And she's pretty fresh to the family. Our viewer says that they got her 2 weeks ago from a Texas rescue. Says she loves people more than dogs. And she says everything is new to her. She was outside the other day trying to grab the raindrops. So the parents for Jade, Clarence and Kelly of Dartmouth.
Well, you're doing a great job.
Look at this fur baby. Hazel, a Yorkie, a Shorkie, which is a Yorkie Shih Tzu mix, came from a rescue in 2023. And that's from Christy in Lower Sackville. Says if you give her attention, she's going to be your bestie for life.
Oh my gosh, Hazel looks like a sweetie. What a cutie.
Look at this picture. Do you see Duffy there?
Oh, yeah.
The orange cat on top of the wheel. And apparently the vet calls him a spicy redhead.
Duffy.
Gloria from Pictou County sent us that picture. Okay, buckle up for Steve. You ready? Okay, so this is the first.
Is this Spicy Steve?
Hold on, we have 2 pictures, okay? So he hates his photo getting taken, and you want to see the next photo from Nicole? That's why she calls Steve Spicy.
This is Spicy Steve. I know Spicy Steve. This is Nicole Ross, right?
Yeah. Nicole Ross.
Gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Steve, the legend.
The legend, the man, the myth, the legend. Thanks to everyone who sends photos. We couldn't get them all on, but we love seeing them.
Have a great Monday.
Bye.